Got a game here. Just started up. Lovick and Ekel are pretty good. Total Eclipse is probably fine. We'll see how this goes. We're in seat 2. It is a normal time game. It's late towns. Generally enjoy that. Although, again, this map leaves some other things to be desired. But we'll see. Just gonna put Discord notification out. So I will be distracted for just a sec. Okay. So we're missing dwelling scoring, we're missing ship scoring, and we're missing priest. The track is digging, trading post, dwelling, big building, dwelling, towns. There means that building your dwellings a little later kind of tempting. Round 2 trading post is really tough to leverage. Big buildings in 4 is like okay-ish, but not great for a lot of factions. It depends. And then round 6 towns is fun. I think it's a little harder to make towns on this map, just because there are so many of these lakes, the land masses. There's not as many sections that are combined, and then the big issue is that there's some kind of choke points where if you don't have a key hex, the land is kind of cut off. Might have to get bridges a little more. It's fine, but so I don't really know what that means that I want to go for here. People know that I'm generally a fan of witches, but I don't think witches are particularly great on this map. The terrain can be awkward for them. I mean, witches are pretty good if you like get this stretch and you actually have some neighbors. But we get Darklings. Darklings are always fine. I might just be boring and just throw in engineers. Engineers are also always fine. I think round 4 stronghold works better on this map. This map just has a lot of decent bridge spots. I mean, engineers basically always want to be through here and have a bridge anyhow. Sometimes you town up through like this section. This tends to be a decent landscape spot for engineers on this map to have a land bridge here. So I'm tempted by that and just be boring and throw in something quite good. Let's go for it. Arena. You think the cool thing about witches is there are a lot of possible locations for town, but it's unclear which ones will have neighbors and which will be cut off. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, as always with maps, the more people play on them and the more they kind of learn some of the intricacies and where people are likely to start and develop, all of that plays into it too. But I mean, whatever. I mean, I agree. There's some good spots, but there's also spots that require bridges. There's just spots that require a lot of hexes that could be under contention. But whatever. I didn't put them in anyhow. I'm just going to play. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to hope to not get tricked like I did yesterday, and I'll just pay more for actually good factions. And I will say the one thing I maybe should have done is just be super lame and throw in swarmlings. The track here is okay-ish for swarmlings, especially landscape swarms. The pastels are reasonable, and again, given that I'm not going to take Earth 1, definitely means it's a little better, but so if you weren't paying attention, I will not play with my main account in Arena this season. So all my Arena games this season is under this account. You'll never see Ranior in Arena this season. Yeah. I do think people should only play one account in Arena. I'm pretty clear about that. If I was actually a little surprised during the season I was using this account that nobody picked up on it, but I did not. I already like followed that restriction back in season 3. Season 3 I played this account in Arena, and my regular account played 0 Arena games in season 3. And now my regular account's going to play 0 arena games in Season 5. And then this account played 0 arena games in Season 4. It's great stuff. At least I'm pretty sure I didn't accidentally. Yeah. We need an emote of the profile picture. Oof, that's reasonable. That's true. The no Earth One profile pic here. I should have an emote for. Yeah, I should have a chumps emote. That's a good call. Yeah, there's been a little talk in other discords about alt accounts lately because there are more popping up, and I get the hesitation for wanting, like, people playing on alts is a little weird. I certainly could just play under my regular account and refuse to take Earth 1. I would hurt my elo by doing it, but does it really matter? Not necessarily. But yeah, using an alt account gets messy though, because then I do think you need a pretty clear reason. Like, I think you have to be pretty careful about how you're going to use an alt account. I really don't think, you should play multiple accounts in the same arena season. Honestly, even if you are using an alt account, I would kind of prefer it to be doing something different than you just trying to play and avoid people knowing it's you. Although there is kind of there is some fun in that. A lot of top players will talk about how it gets a little painful to get targeted, and it's a little unfortunate that like playing under an alt can give you a slight competitive advantage basically by removing, I think, your like disadvantage of the fact that people will target you because you're highly rated, which is a bit unfortunate. All right, like part of the idea behind every arena season is everybody restarts their elo and we're like supposed to compete from a even point. But if you see other high rated players in arena, like, who you have to actually focus on. And so going way back, for example, the Ringer played very highly one season, got up to top 5, and I don't know if that guy wants to quite be fully publicly open about who he is, but I know who that account was, and like it's an alt of a high rated player, and they found they did a lot better under an alt account. So anyhow, there's a lot of other chat, so blah blah blah. Not as cool as boldly announcing your strategy to your username. Yeah, I do think it's more fun to have your have a restriction boldly stated in your username. Anyhow, unfortunately, we do see Chaos Magicians in the 4th seat. That's exactly what I don't like to see because it's this ugly color matchup. Chaos are absolutely sandwiched. Chaos already suck at forming towns. So I think they're just absolutely awful here in every sense of the word. I think it's just horrible for them. The other problem is the no Earth 1 challenge is very hard to win with Chaos Magicians, in my opinion, because Chaos already have enough problems here in scoring points. So I still like Engineers a decent bit. I think Chaos can only start at 1 red, and that just doesn't cause that many issues. So I still probably will go to Engineers pretty soon. I think Fakirs with just 1 color neighbor and it being red are not too sad. The bigger issue for Fakirs is the late towns is just not good for them. The no dwelling pastile is not great for them. But a lot of the other stuff is pretty good for Fakirs, and I've been increasingly convinced that Fakirs are fairly viable on this map. So we'll see where that goes. I'm just bidding kind of fast because I don't really care. Did I play another game last night? I did not. Total Eclipse made that pick for me. Very possible. Once you knew who Ringer was, they lost all their edge. Yeah, that's totally fair. And you're obviously slightly referring to the dig you did on them, but right, like, I mean, that is part of the problem. Like, I don't know if you would have done that dig unless you know who Ringer is. right? And so like I unfortunately I do get the reasoning for some people to want to play under alt accounts because it does make people treat you slightly different. So oh well, hooked on lakes already. Oh, I'm so not hooked on lakes. I we'll see how this goes, but I mean, honestly, like there's the slight problem again too is like I'm not super feeling Terra Mystic as a whole right at this instant. I still enjoy the game, but I'm at a slight like lull in my experience of it, and I've been really enjoying Agricola again lately. So I don't know, we'll see. But yes, I'll play some more lakes at least today and see how it goes. But you did just stomp with sandwich fakirs on this map. Turns out their landscape's that good. Yeah, I mean, I think I maybe am paying too many points for Darklings now. Again, I'm not thinking that deeply about it, and I should be if I cared more. But the problem again is I don't care that much. But I will probably bid fakirs next year. Fakirs might even be better than I think because maybe there might be a chance that Chaos prefers to just go Sanctuary and then fakirs get Spade, which would also be super cool. But you're interested to see how people play on this map? Yeah, that's fair. I'd encourage you to go follow and watch some other streamers. There's plenty of other great players out there that are playing some more lakes recently. And I think they'll give you more content if you're interested in exploring lakes. But I'll do it a little bit still. But yeah, NerdCube started streaming at NerdCube Games. Weber streams at Weber AJ. You have CH Tennis that puts out games occasionally. Manic Pineapple, although he's fun to watch because he's entertaining and he gets some strong players on his streams. But his streams I find a little more for entertainment value than learning how to play well value. But regardless, there's definitely some streaming content. Lumen doesn't really stream much Terra Mystica anymore. Gray occasionally streams a Terra Mystica game, although it's fairly infrequent. I don't know. But anyhow, starting hexes for different races. Yep, you watched that game, NerdCube. Cool. I will say that I still want to explore some other format stuff. So I know I did that like coaching game with did that coaching game a while back, which was fun. I might try to get a few more of those. I've wanted to for a while follow up on a suggestion that I got from somewhere to basically try to like team up with other pretty good players that, you know, sometimes will view the game differently than I, and we can talk through that. Sort of almost what I've been doing in International Clash, right? Like getting to play on a team with people and talk through moves in real time with other experts. So I'm hoping to kind of, yeah, get like those teammate games going and keep rotating who I team up with. I don't feel comfortable doing those games in Arena because that's a competitive advantage. So I have to schedule those outside of Arena. But I am hoping to do more of those, though, which should be good fun, too. So I think this Thursday I'll get to do one of those teammate games. And then I might even try to make it like a weekly thing, make teammate Thursdays or something wild. We'll see. For people who aren't aware, Zorus and T1 have been working up a Tuesday Terra Mystica League. So it's a real-time Terra Mystica League type thing. It's basically follows the idea of like TM Tour trying to get strong players playing against each other, or not even just strong players, trying to get players of similar skill levels playing against each other, which I think is really a good idea. And I really love the idea of a Tuesday league or like a live play league. I'm really into it. The problem is Tuesday nights is not going to work for me. So if you're interested, though, go Board Game Geek. I just posted it in the Twitch chat. It's a really cool idea. I think T1 and Zorus have some really good ideas. I think it'll be a really cool experience. I just can't play on Tuesdays, which is a real shame, but they have a really good lineup on the whole, it seems like, too. So, am I a little soft today? Possible. I don't know. Hope you're not just grinding TM for the fans. I'm not just grinding TM for the fans. I still enjoy Terra Mystica, and I want to play. It's pretty easy to get quick arena games. I do find playing on this account kind of a fun challenge to try to win without Earth 1. So for now, I'm like reasonably content, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. I probably won't be streaming Terra Mystica as much as I once was for a little while, or I just got to figure out exactly what I want to explore again. And who knows? I don't know. Like again, all my gaming interests go through spurts and stuff. Like I'm not playing TM Tour currently either. I'm just like not super feeling Terra Mystic at that level right now, so I'm just not playing it. For a while there, I wasn't actually playing much Agricola, and I've been doing more of that. So, anyhow, as for this bidding, things kind of continue to be happening as I would expect, which isn't ideal. I don't know a ton about this map to know how. I guess again, like if Darkling's gonna get a ton of leech here, Darklings could be here with engineers, chaos. Fakirs probably don't start here, but Darklings could get like a sanctuary town here, and then probably town space over here, and then maybe I don't know if you ship into some other stuff later. But do Darklings still have a game here without going Earth 1? Maybe, but probably is uglier than I'd like it to be. But let's go for another one on Darklings. I don't know. Seems about right. Tough parts about Fakirs. Round 6 towns. NGs can take connects, no Earth 1. Yeah. Turn my mic up a bit. So I've done about as much as I can do with my mic, and this is where it's at. So I guess the answer is no, not really. I don't know. I'm not sure there's much more I can do here. Yeah, I muted myself is what I did. There we go. But yeah, maybe that's slightly louder now at least. I don't know. Might be slightly more garbled though. But some people have figured out what I'm doing. I can't tell them this. See, part of the whole point of running this account is people don't know what I'm gonna do. If you tell them I'm not gonna take Earth 1 and then they react to that, it gets real dangerous. It's real dangerous if they know I'm not gonna take Earth 1. It's much harder to win once they know that I'm not taking Earth 1. Much harder. Oh, I agree. My username gives it away. So, like, they should know. But a lot of times they still actually take Earth 1. And I find that very helpful. It's very useful to me that the rest of them will still rush Earth 1 most of the time. It's about the mind games? It's a little about the mind games. Okay, Darkling's got bit again. Fakirs still look a little awkward. We'll go one more engineers. How bad are Chaos, though? How absolutely awful are Chaos? I think it's still just awful. Real awful. If I presume that engineers and Fakirs start here, then if I start here as Chaos, I get great leech from all the neighbors. But expansion is hell. I mean, I guess it's a double dig this hex, and then like bridge and ship over here, and then long term like. I think it's just awful. I think, again, part of why I hate this map is the cutoff points in the expansion, and with Chaos having all of the neighbors taking all of like these key cutoff points, like I think it's really that bad. Which, for the record, everybody, this is going to be another game that's not going to make me like this map. If I'm correct in that Chaos have like no good starting spots and they're just going to get cut off on all the choke points because Fakirs are going to fly around and claim them all. Not going to like this map anymore. Not going to want to play on it, even if I'm not playing Chaos. Seven structure Chaos. I mean, I don't think you're going to build a lot of dwellings as Chaos, and you're not taking Earth 1, but the track tells you to build a bunch of dwellings, partly so that you can score towns. Like, I mean, admittedly, it's partly my own, like, restriction here, making Chaos even harder, but I think Chaos just look really hard here, regardless. Securing hexes and having options seem to be the name of the game on this map usually. Yep. I think that does. I think that's a decent part of the map. Yep. I mean, honestly, part of why I think Fakirs are probably proving somewhat more competitive on this map than you think is, again, like, if Fakirs take these hexes and this hex and this hex and like this hex, Fakirs are sitting on a bunch of choke points. Like, I think that just control has a lot of value on this map. Makes it can make other factions' lives really hard to get around, including, I think, Chaos Magicians. Chaos Magicians would love to get this yellow. Like, this stretch of reds and yellows look great, but if Fakirs are here, it's over. I think Chaos Magicians also love to just one ship and take this hex, this hex. Fakirs are going to kill that. You know, Chaos would kind of like down here and ship into this, and Engineers is going to kill some of this expansion options. Like, I mean, it's gross. It's just gross is what I'm saying. Who's getting what bonus? I have no idea. It's misery is the point. No, I mean, Chaos Magicians is either going to take Spade or Big Building would be my prediction. I think Fakirs probably takes whichever one Chaos doesn't, although maybe they take Worker Power. Engineers is going to get Worker Power or 2 workers, presumably, and then Darklings is probably just taking 7 coins. Maybe 4 coins in a Cult Step. Can we see a Fakirs game today? Maybe. It's not a great Fakirs game here, but we'll see. You've seen a lot of CM's Cultists starting C3, D5. In that case, the race to D4 is insanely important. Yep. For sure. Edgies might want Temp Ship. Maybe. Back to Engineers, and then probably back to Fakirs, and then God knows from there. Fakirs with the Spade would be really nice. If the Spade does fall to Fakirs, I think that would be really quite helpful for them, for sure. It's just one of those things here where, like, Chaos, if they open with the Spade, again, I don't know where you're going to start or necessarily how or where you're going to use the Spade, but maybe it's fine. I guess a lot does depend on where my opponents start here. Like, if Fakirs aren't started on this hex, maybe it's correct for Chaos Magicians to take Temp Ship and hope to God that they get single dig, and then you start, like, here and dig and Temp Ship, and you go through this stuff and build a temple, hoping to have, like, an Engineer's neighbor. And maybe that's fine, but... oh god, not Chaos. I'll take another off Fakirs and see what happens. You've done Darkling's Temp Ship on this map. Interesting. Possible. If I take Chaos, I'm opening Sanctuary. Honestly, I don't know. It's gonna depend on where my opponents start. I prefer to just open Sanctuary with Chaos. It's very good, but... Correct, Terra. I will never take Earth 1. This account has never touched Earth 1, and it never will. Never take Earth 1 with this account. Alright, is there any chance I can win this game with Chaos at all? Like, do they have a life? And at what point is that life come to be? I actually kind of like playing Chaos Magicians as the whole. It's just here it's awkward. Chaos just looks to have a lot of problems still, in my opinion. Just neighbors and starting spots and long-term expansion. Unless Chaos get to like 3 shipping and actually beat Engineers and Fakirs to a ton of choke points, it's going to be very awkward. I think that's unlikely. Seems unlikely. So out of these factions, who's the best? Engineers still seem pretty good. Maybe Darklings. I'm getting... Engineers are very close to Darklings now, so it might be wrong, but CM's building out like 8 dwellings this game anyway. You'll probably have a weird starting spot. Get away from everyone. That would be fun. CM in a sandwich with no Earth 1. Yeah, I mean, Chaos without Earth 1 here doesn't actually seem that bad to me. You're still going to build dwellings in rounds where they score probably a good amount of the time. But CM has a couple options. C3, C6, G2. Maybe. I don't know anything. I just see a lot of ways that it all goes terribly wrong for Chaos. Mostly because it feels like Fakirs are going to start here. I feel like this is just a natural spot for Fakirs. And so then they're going to likely fly in and beat you here. I guess unless you start here and you take that away from Fakirs. But I also feel like Fakirs are going to start in this stretch and probably get these yellows before you do much about it. And so again, it just feels like a lot of points on the map are going to get choked up. Engineers might beat you to this depending on where they're starting and expanding to. Engineers are going to take a couple of grays. And then the map is all gunked up for CM. It's just horribly gunked up. Is this with landscape? It is. It is with landscape. We just saw that Total Eclipse went on to Fakirs at 17, and then Lubbock actually went Fakirs to 15. So, I mean, at this point, Chaos is getting a huge victory point edge. But I still just think it's really awkward. Like, track-wise, it's not great for CM. Like, building lots of dwellings just is never going to be great for Chaos this game. And then building lots of towns is not going to be easy for Chaos this game. And so where does Chaos score points this game? Like, how do you win? I don't have good answers. I guess you play sort of Swarmlane style Chaos Magicians and hope for the best. But ship scoring would be nice for CM. Yeah. Let's see a 0-0. We're not going to see all zeros, but what are the pass tiles for later in the game? The scoring tiles are big buildings and trading posts. So part of me does kind of want to go Chaos, but then I think you're all going to make me never play this map again, because I'm going to complain about it the whole game about how awful it is. But it also feels like terrible to bid Fakirs this much. Like, I'm not convinced Fakirs are this good. Are Engineers this good? Or are Darklings actually just still this good? I'm going to go Darklings without Earth 1, so that's certainly a bit bold. But Darklings probably can line up 3 towns in the town round at least this game. Still go Water 1. Probably get a decent amount of early leech. Yeah, let's go back on Darklings again one more time. Fakirs are good. Darklings no neighbors. Probably just do it. Fakirs might be that good. Intrigue. Well, I don't feel too bad about bidding Darklings. Darklings without color neighbors still feel fine. Even 12 points ahead of Fakirs, but maybe Fakirs are still that good. Late towns just always makes me a little scared about Fakirs, but the other problem here, right, is that Fakirs with Landscape already have so many coins, and I'm refusing to take Earth 1. So Fakirs with Earth 1, I feel like actually probably are competitive here. The problem is a little bit my stupid restriction. I think it's a lot harder to justify taking Fakirs without Earth 1 here. Maybe I'm wrong, but this has got them pretty expensive for Darklings with no Earth 1. Oh, yeah, it has. But we're playing Darklings. There it goes. Total Eclipse is playing the chaos that he threw in here and made everything miserable. So I think it has to be this starting spot. This should just be a good sanctuary town. It should be decent expansion to here later if I want it to be. And it should have an engineer neighbor. Somebody will dig this early. Fakirs will fly here probably fairly early if they can. So this feels good. You agree that double econ fakirs are difficult? Yeah, they are. If I could just take Earth 1 here and then spade out a landscape, maybe I would have bid on fakirs. They probably still do have a pretty good game. But again, I've put a stupid restriction on myself, so... You love double econ fakirs. Well, you certainly get to build and do more stuff, but when there's so many dwelling scoring rounds this game, and fakirs like to just fly and build dwellings anyhow, I think you just take Earth 1 with a landscape, right? Like, that just feels... you even get an extra coin if you just do it in round 1. Like, I don't know. I would just take Earth 1 as fakirs. Maybe I'm a lame-o, but... Earth 2, Air 2 fakirs looks fun here. Coins and then spades. Landscapes and ultra econ favor. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the problem. A2 seems a little shifty here, actually, with NGs and CMs being high power factions taking spades. You try to steal Earth 1 in later rounds. I mean, so given the fact that I've told people they can take Earth 1 later, I think it is fine for fakirs if they want to go, like, Air 2 into Earth 1. But honestly, I don't actually... Like, the pastiles are good for economy. Fakirs have a landscape that's tons of economy. Jumps are not that hard to achieve here. I think I would just go Earth 1, Water 1 fakirs. Like, I just don't actually think that's a bad life. But... So is the map the problem or Earth 1 restriction? The Earth 1 restriction forces me to play games slightly differently, right? So it is a little bit of an issue. I can't value every faction where I actually would. Like, it is harder for me. Like, it was going to always be harder here for me to play, like, fakirs in Chaos. Chaos earns so many favors that usually you want to just take Earth 1 if you can. Fakirs, in my opinion, also kind of just want Earth 1 with their landscape. Because their landscape is such a good economic booster. It's like a better Fire 1, right? Like, you should be doing at least, like, 8 flights during the game anyhow. So then you just get 16 coins off of a landscape instead of having to take Fire 1. That's just better. Especially because you can get like 20 coins out of the landscape if you abuse flights later. And you'd like to abuse flights because they're 4 points each. So anyhow, for all those reasons, I think it's harder to like it's a lot harder to make. It's harder to turn economy into points with fakirs. Turning economy to points with Darklings is easier. I can just build more trading posts or I can just build more temples. I can do more digs off of all those extra priests. I can try to take higher VP towns. I mean, everybody can try to take higher VP towns. It's easier to hit 3 towns with Darklings type stuff, right? And then same thing, engineers are easier to play without Earth 1 here because I can also aim for higher towns / more towns. I can aim for round 4 bridge shenanigans. Like, if I skip Earth 1, I can hopefully go for a bunch of stronghold bridges as a scoring thing. So I'm able to bid on Darklings and Engineers a bit more easily here than I was able to bid on Fakirs or Chaos. This is part of why, like, when I throw in factions with this account, I do try to throw in factions where I can handle not getting Earth 1 easier, which does limit what I can do, for sure. But you've made me sad that I'm not playing Tall Engineers. Tall Engineers would have been fun, but I mean... I was paying a lot to play Engineers, given that they do have a color neighbor. Now, again, it's Chaos. I don't actually know how much that's going to annoy Engineers this game. Probably not a ton, but given that Darklings had no color neighbor and they're just first seat and getting probably pretty good leech and good expansion, like, I think it's fine. I think the other dwelling spot is here for is going to be here for Darklings, especially if Engineers goes here. The slight downside of starting here is that I'd really like this hex is my connection hex then, and it's possible that I lose this to Fakirs, but I do think I'm also supposed to be playing network Darklings here, even though I'm not going to have Earth 1. I think building lots of dwellings is still what the track encourages, And I think network is worth fighting for a bit. Although maybe it's not that important. Fakirs with landscape and engineers get quite good network. So maybe I'm not getting much network out of Darklings either, which actually is going to be a bit of an issue. Cults are kind of open this game, so it's possible I'm supposed to play slightly culty Darklings actually. Because with Fakirs in the game, they're not likely to send a lot of priests to the cults. And then if I also am not contesting cults like at all, that's a lot of cult points for engineers in chaos. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do think the game plan is to just open Earth 2. Earth 2 seems preferable here to me than Fire 1. There are quite a few workers on the pass, but there's also a lot of coins. And Earth 2 comes with immediate coins as well. So oftentimes I find that makes for a very good Earth 2 game. You're giving up like 20 Earth 1 points and 27 auction points to CM, so I probably have to at least beat them on network. Maybe, but I don't actually think it's that important. We'll see. But yeah, the game plan is probably go Earth 2 into Sanctuary for probably Water 1, and then probably have to go for an Air 1 somewhat earlier in the game, partly just because you still do need victory points off favor tiles. But yeah. Is this my first game with the alt? Oh god, no. You can go look through a whole. Series of games. Engineers did start here, so I think it has to be right here. It does mean this hex has extra value for me, so I might try to get it pretty early. I could even debate first action digging it, but I probably am just upgrading this first action because this is where my sanctuary is gonna go. But we'll see. We'll partly see if Fakirs get the spade or not, or what they're. Oh, actually, wait. Fakirs don't have a priest. What am I talking about? Fakirs can't threaten this at all. So I will take this in round 1, but there's no way that Fakirs are threatening this on me early enough for me to care. So I will secure this though, and then I probably just dig out like through this later in the game. And then I might even be able to just ship into like this town or something. Well, engineers probably are there. So this might only be a 3 hex town. That's a problem. I guess I could maybe bridge to here or something. I definitely want 3 towns. I mean, I would like 4 towns. I don't know if 4 towns is viable here, but 4 town Darklings is, I guess, something I could try to work towards here. That would certainly be a lot of fun too. But looping back, to this account. I played this account in Season 3 of Arena. I mean, there's not that many games on this account yet, but I did play it in Season 3 of Arena, and I did make Elite League in Season 3. And then I played 1 game on it yesterday in Season 5 here. But I have a very easy bridge. Fire 1, Earth 2, 4 towns, Darklings. Let's go. We'll see. Just priest Darklings get 40 points from digs. Yeah, we'll hope. You're not convinced that should be a sanctuary town in the northwest? You think this should be the sanctuary town? New alt name for town is for champs. I mean, I did talk about Nerdcube in the past about like if I would ever make if I would make another challenge for myself, what it would be. And I definitely have considered the 4 town challenge, like just absolutely selling out for 4 towns at all costs. That is a lot of fun to consider. You have a very easy bridge. I don't know what you're trying to tell me, Deranged. Your comments don't make sense to me. B5, C5. Okay, so I can go here, but why am I going here? I don't understand what you're trying to encourage me to do. This just looks... Why am I bridging to here? Like, what possible benefit is this? Or you're just trying to help me make 4 towns. In which case I need this hex because this is my connection hex. The problem is I don't quite know why you want me to bridge town when I can just sanctuary town. But if it's because I need this hex in order to 4 town, then I get what you're telling me, but I think the 4 town plan, for the record, is pretty silly. I don't think I should actually be 4 towning this game. Okay, so I guess this should loop back into how I'm going to play Darklings, right? The Sanctuary is so good on Darklings. Early Sanctuary is very good for producing priests and other things. The alternative is that I just build a second temple and I save the Sanctuary to round 4, but then I still need the temple in the correct location. So that's just not going to work. Right? Like, okay, yeah, so I agree. The Sanctuary town goes here nicer, but the problem is it means... How am I ever going to get a sanctuary here? I have to get a temple here and then later the sanctuary, which means I'm delaying the sanctuary way too long. Okay, team. We do have to actually think about something here. And that something is we could take worker power, upgrade first action. Chaos are just going for a sanctuary, so they're going to feed us a lot of power. And we could open Sanctuary this game. There's no reason that I can't... There's just no reason that I can't go for Sanctuary here. The main issue is that it involves a worker's power action, and it's gonna involve a worker's power action, and then either priest a worker or a 3 power, probably 3 power to a worker. And it still involves coins. Now, all of that would be 11 power, which means I would need to leech a lot and get a lot of power actions. The alternative is I can just take worker power, upgrade temple, build a dwelling, try to get the priest power action to send the priest to Earth or whatever. It's a much safer thing to aim for. Ackle has just learned that I stream. Excellent. I'll tell him who I actually am in a sec. I probably just take worker power here. There's a lot of coins. I'm likely to pass onto one of these coin tiles pretty shortly hereafter. And I'll upgrade first action. So engineers did take temp ship and goes for double dig. Makes a lot of sense. That's fine by me. I hope engineers are going to upgrade here, but I guess engineers upgrading here is still fine for me. I do have to debate if I want to go for the sanctuary line, or if I just play it safe and take the priest. Um, could just go for Earth 2 here, but that means it's less likely that Engineers upgrades next to me. Could just build this, but then that's committing to the no Sanctuary open. I think I should commit to no Sanctuary. I think it's too greedy here. Digging is pretty good in a digging round anyhow. Oh, actually, I'm going to lose out on Leech soon anyhow if I don't get more points. So I probably will just take this and dig a dwelling out. Deranged, you just realized what I did too. Yeah. All right. Next action will be just dig and build this. There's no race for Earth 2 here. Well, wait, is there a race for Earth 2? There might be a race for Earth 2, right? Like, technically, Chaos often likes Earth 2. Engineers like Earth 2 if they all know that they can't be Earth 1 blocked. Fakirs could maybe go Earth 2 into a temple for Earth 1. So my next action might actually need to be Earth 2 rather than digging this. But the problem is not digging means that I can't take as much leech. So, we'll see. Earth 3 is for chumps. Yeah, Earth 3 is for chumps, but... yeah, this is okay, though. I am going to be a bit sad if I'm not passing for any of these coin tiles, but it's possible that that's what happens. Not sure. Chaos Magicians starting here is pretty bold of them, I think. I think they're in for a really tough game still. I mean, they're going to have to, like... They're probably going to try to double dig this and bridge over here before Engineers get here. And with Engineers not starting here, Chaos should at least get this stretch of stuff, probably. But then... I don't know. Maybe Chaos does somehow beat Fakirs and Engineers to, like, these hexes and at least gets a pretty decent number of stuff. But... I mean, I do think Chaos is literally stuck to, like, this part of the map, because Fakirs are always going to beat Chaos to here, and I think Engineers are always going to beat Chaos to this, which means there's just going to be, like, a big line in the map that Chaos can't go past. There's always Water 2. Water 2 is really not good here, unfortunately. Alright, it is just Earth 1 Fakirs, so I think the Earth 2 pressure is gone. Seems very likely that Fakirs will just dig this hex and build and then probably pass. Which is a little sad because Fakirs are likely to pass for, like, the coins, and I could really pass for a coins tile, but I probably am not going to be able to. I mean, it depends exactly what Chaos chooses to do. Depends on if Chaos wants a power action or not, I guess, is really where it comes to. I guess I'm just going to have a long round regardless is really what's likely to occur. But yeah, my next action is going to be to dig and build, just so that I get points back. Yeah, double dig's already gone. I guess winding up on Chaos's tile wouldn't be the worst case for me here, but we'll see. Fakirs are much better to delay. That's a mistake to go Earth 1. I think it's fine for Fakirs to go Earth 1. I already said that earlier. Like, with Landscape, Fakirs have so many points coming in. Fakirs can just drop the Landscape here. And then, like, why do they need to go Economy? I mean, I guess they're going to go Second Temple early, but I honestly don't see why Fakirs can't just go for a Second Temple for Water 1 here. Engineers do go Earth 2, so they're at least on board with what's happening, but... I can take the Coins Power action, so I don't really need a Coins Pastel as badly, I guess, if I'm going to get Coins Power actions. But we'll have to think. I'll have to think about it. They'll build a second temple. Yeah, I agree Fakirs will build a second temple, but I really don't see why Fakirs can't justify going Earth 1, Water 1 this game. I really don't think that's that bad of an idea for them. Normally you can't go Earth 1, Water 1 because you just don't have enough economy to like back it up and it kills you. But here, Fakirs are going to have enough flights. The pastels are good for them. There's a lot of economic options and workers and coins for them. There's a spade on the pastile. I really think Fakirs are fine to just go Earth 1, Water 1. Fakirs do just build the dwelling. That seems fine, although I might have dropped the landscape if I was them. Because it looks like they're going to do some flights really soon, and so having the landscape down already is really nice. But I guess they've saved all their power, so they'll probably just drop the landscape soon, so we'll see. Coins round 1 and round 2 incoming. We'll see. You might have prioritized D5 as Fakirs here. It's fair. I think Chaos might just take the coins here. Chaos have to convert a power to a coin anyhow. So a lot of times, yeah. And Chaos does take the coins. So that's okay. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Bids, yeah. The bids were 3 Darklings, 9 Engineers, 14 Fakirs, 30 Chaos. Something like that. You still think Air 2, Earth 2 is much better? They could go Water 1 later? I really think you're I think you're really overestimating the economy, Terra Steel, which is rare for me to claim anybody is overestimating economy. But I really think just opening Earth 1, Water 1 is fine. It's possible that Fakirs can just go Earth 1, Water 1, Air 1 this game. Like, I don't actually think that's a problem for them necessarily. They should have pretty good leech. There's a lot of economy on the pass. They have plenty of economy if they just plop their landscape down soon. They have plenty of flights they can go for. I really don't think they're, like... I think the economy line is fine. I just actually don't think it's better. Priest to Earth or dig and build. I could build another dwelling, which is tempting, and digging is good, but I think I still want coins here, so I think I just send a Priest to Earth. I'm gonna get blocked pretty hard on coins, is the slight downside, but I can save my power for coins next round, although I might not get them, but like I don't know if I get this tile, but I think I get Chaos's past tile. So I should have plenty of workers anyhow, and I will get some good points for just building Sanctuary next round. So yeah, I'm gonna Priest to Earth here. Plus, I still actually kind of want to contest cults a little bit this game. I think there's some cult points to be had here for me if I put a little effort in. And I probably need to get points from somewhere, so you can never have too much economy. Possible. How am I getting the CM pass tile? Because Chaos goes Sanctuary, I go Priest to Earth, they pass. I mean, I don't know what else you think Chaos is going to do, but I'm predicting Chaos goes Sanctuary, which they do, and then they're presumably taking the usual... I presume they're taking Fire 1, Air 2. They don't have to. They do go Water 2, so see, that's what I do. So I'm not going to get their tile. I'm going to get the Spade tile then. That's less good, but okay. I think Chaos Magician's going Water 2 over Fire 1 is wrong, but 5 Power Priest, yeah, we'll see. 5 Power Priest is wrong, though. It's just wrong. Yeah, I just passed for the Spade tile. That's fine. I have enough workers. I have enough stuff to go Sanctuary next round anyhow. Nothing else is actually particularly good here. Hopefully I can open with a coins action, but we'll see. 5 Power Priest for digging in the Spade round. Ah, interesting. I could have dug, but... Or more workers? Nah, I don't... I could have taken a workers action, I guess, but then I'm like taking a workers action just so that I can get more workers on the pass. And I already went Earth 2, so I don't think that's a very good use of resources either. I think I should try to just get a coins action here and be content enough just dropping a Sanctuary. Possibly sending a Priest to Water. Maybe even a Priest to Fire. I could go Fire 1 still before taking Water 1 here. But we'll see. But yeah, that was unfortunate. I was definitely hoping Chaos would take Fire 1 there instead of Water 2. Water 2 does mean that my cult game plan is going to be a little more difficult to pull off too. So the good news is that Engineers and Fakirs don't need coins here, so I can use my power to take coins here first action. The downside is Engineers might upgrade next to me right here to start getting their second temple out for Earth 1. And I can't take the power right this instant, so that will be a bit of a bummer. But, oh well. Engie should just send their Priest first action. No, they upgrade. Yep, wishful thinking, indeed. That does give Fakirs enough for double dig, which is quite kind. I think that was very kind of Engineers, actually. Maybe Engineers should have sent their Priest off. I would totally have given double dig to Chaos. Letting Chaos double dig this Hex rather than giving Fakirs double dig. Although I guess Fakirs can't totally use double dig here, but I think Fakirs can. They just drop their landscape here and they turn this brown, setting up for Sanctuary Town through here. I think that's fine for Fakirs. I think it'd be kind of madness for Fakirs not to do that, actually, but we'll see. I mean, I guess Fakirs could just build their second temple. Well, wait, they still can do what I said. They still could just drop their landscape here, dig this brown, and then still just temple this round. We'll see what they do, but Fakirs are considering Priest to Air. That's fair. They take the coins. What in the hell is that? Okay, I'm mad now. That's absurd. You have a landscape that gives 1,000,000 coins, and there's 1,000,000 coins on the pastels, and you're playing a faction that doesn't even need coins. It needs digs. What the hell is that shit? Lovick is the highest rated player at this table. Like, This is why, like, I swear that's a move against me, but maybe it's not. But that just seems mad. Like, that has to be wrong. Chaos is gonna double dig this hex now, right? This is crazy talk to me. Like, Fakir's can't have possibly been correct to just do that. There's no way that made any sense, and it makes me quite annoyed because it's quite unfortunate for me. God, that's frustrating. The only power action that's worth... well, I could take more workers because I could drop a dwelling this round, but I just don't really want to. I'll take the priest. I need to use a power action just so I can take more leech, but... wow. Not getting the coins there is crazy. Do they know about their landscape? I don't think they do. Like, how does Fakirs need coins in this game? There's so many coins if they just... and again, the Chaos should just double dig this. Like, they just gifted Chaos, like, actual town space and future expansion. Like, this is absolute madness. Like Chaos have temp ship. Chaos could double dig this and possibly be threatening this later in the round. Like, this is horrible for Fakir. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't get coins there. It's so maddening. You think they're going Air 2 then using their cult pump? I agree that they're probably going Temple here, but like, don't take coins. Take double dig. Put your landscape down. You don't need coins. You absolutely do not need coins. You just passed for 5 coins. Your landscape is just a massive coin generator. You need digs. And you need to secure territory. Like, I think Chaos should double dig this hex instantly, but they're thinking about it. Wow, and they do still take the green. I mean, the green gets them to this red, so, like, fair enough. It's probably better for Chaos to do this, but I would have taken this in a heartbeat. Take that from Fakir's. Plus, again, like, you set up an actual sanctuary town. Like, I think Fakir's got away with one there a bit, but... why would they dig D5? So the reason you dig D5 is because this enables Chaos to actually potentially break 3 and get a sanctuary town without a bridge. And you'll still just get this hex later. Like, there's no threat on this hex, right? Like, nobody's ever going to stop you from that hex. But you two hate it when my opponents don't hurt each other? Yeah. I do agree with you, Terra Steel, that if Fakirs are going for an economic favor here, they should have 100% gone for it in round 1. I don't know what, like, Fakirs still do wield a Priest Air too, which is good for them. I will take Priest to Water at this point. I just have more Priests than I need early now, which wasn't the goal, but it's turned into what the goal has become, I guess. Not getting the coins there sucks so bad, though. It's so painful for me. And, I mean, I think that may be part of why Fakirs did it. But, again, this is, like, why I hate telling people, I guess, who I actually am then. Because, like, they play against you in such different ways. If they didn't know who I am, I don't think there's any reason they're going to deny me coins there. But, maybe, again, whatever. It's at the same time, it's tough. Like, when you are highly rated, then you start to begin to suspect everybody is taking bad moves to hurt you. And it could just be a genuine mistake, etc., etc. But, ugh, yikes, like... I'm going Sanctuary for Water 1. I think Water 1. I was debating Fire 1 at this point and then just going Water 1 later, but I think there's still enough coins in this game. It'll be fine. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Not being able to efficiently use my power here is a big issue. I probably should have taken the coins action earlier in round 1 when I had the chance, but... oh well. This is why I need to remain anonymous, yeah. It might not be a targeting move, possibly what they thought they were least likely to get in later round. I agree, it is actually possible here it wasn't a targeting move. I do think it's just wrong. I think it's so wrong, though. Look at how many coins Fakirs have, and if they just build their landscape... they're going to have way too many coins this game. Like, so many extra coins. It cannot have been correct for them to actually do that. But they did, so whatever. Wrong doesn't equal targeting. I agree, it's probably not targeted, but God, it was so painful for me here. And it just still looks so wrong to me. Just so wrong. So, Deranged, I agree, it looks like they might be getting away with it, but I maintain quite strongly that Chaos Magician should have double dug this and then single dug this. You think CM were definitely wrong. Okay, there we go. Yeah, right? Yeah. I think Fakir's risked losing a lot of territory that they very well could have lost, and it would have been very painful for them. And all they're getting is a coin surplus. Like, honestly, I'm going to act like we should pay attention to the next time that Fakirs are actually below 7 coins, because that's when the first time that this coins action is going to pay off. And my prediction is that they're stockpiling coins for some God knows future date that I honestly don't know when or if it's even going to come. Because Fakirs with Landscape get so many coins. There's so many coins left in this game for them. Also, the other question is, what are Fakirs doing earning this spade anyhow? Like, yes, Fakirs earned this air spade, but they can't put it here because Chaos is going to pass in front of them. Darklings do take this. That was, or not Darklings, Engineers are taking this. That's a slight bummer for me. I was actually debating taking this Hex. And again, it's my bad for not going for it sooner, but that's going to create some sadness too. So the other question is, now I could just town through here. It does make finding other town spots trickier though, so I probably won't. I probably still just town here, but yeah, Relentless. I mean, ultimately, I think Double Dig was just clearly better for Fakirs, and me not getting a coins action is going to be painful. But I might just convert 3 power to a worker here. It's pretty freaking awful, but I don't really want to spend 4 power. Well, I guess I should just spend 4 power for 2 workers then. Or do I just pass? I could just convert a power. Well, no, I shouldn't pass. I should use the spade. If I'm using this, see, so the timing matters here, right? Water 2 is going to happen. Everybody still has actions to do here, so I don't think I actually want to delay my actions, which means I do think I just do power to a worker, as painfully sad as that is. And I probably just lock up this Hex. Not that there's really any pressure on this guy either, but do I build a TP this round? No, I don't build a trading post here. It's too early for trading posts. They're not that valuable. I still need a lot of workers. I still kind of want to build a stronghold in round 4, although the timing is all wrong because I'm not going to have the tile in round 4, but we'll see. They took Air 2 as well. They didn't believe my Earth 1 aversion. Yeah, they did not believe me. Why don't you get 2 workers for an extra power? Because it cost me an extra action. I don't want to spend an extra action here. I want to pass first to just take a coins action. And everybody else still has an action to take. Chaos is going to use water too. Fakirs still have a cult step. Wow. Shows what I know though. For crying out loud. My God. Okay. I maybe can't play Terra Mystic anymore because it drives me too nuts. So annoying. Don't take water 2 if you're not going to use it. I agree that I'm getting coins still. There's no way that Chaos is taking coins. Chaos is going to take this Hex. But, and it's points. Like, it's probably a fine pass for Chaos. Like, they don't really need the water 2-step, so it was probably a bit bold of me. But now the problem is I would really like to either get Fakir's tile or Engineer's tile, so now I wish I had delayed. Because, well, I guess I can delay, right? I can just dig. I mean, there's a bit of danger that I won't get a coins action next round if I delay, I guess, but I really don't want temp. Well, I guess temp shipping does get me to these hexes next round, so actually it has a decent amount of value. Because I could just get on this hex and this hex. Engineers might actually want this hex, but I don't think they have enough ways to actually threaten spades next round. No way is bold? Yeah, no way is bold. Land bridge? Yeah. Oh, I see. They land bridged here. Never mind. They had already bridged. Oh, wow. Okay. Why would they dig the blue? Yeah, sorry. That's what you guys are telling me. Yeah, I missed that they threw a land bridge down already. I agree. There's no way engineers will mess with me. All right, sorry. There's stuff behind my screen that I can't see. There we go. Yeah, engineers will clearly take this red. They're just going here. So this is going to be open to me. All right. Engineers taking pity at the weakest player. Yeah. Engies just want to mess with me. Looks like a cool town. I will admit, I think people... you know what to do here. Get Loki on stream. That's fair. All right. Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah. Hi. Stay. All right. Stay. All right. Good boy. Yeah. All right. There you go, EJ. Good work. Doggo for morale boost. I mean, ultimately my game's not like that far off, but not getting coins actions early is extra bad with Earth 2. I still think Fakir's decision is quite bad. Fakir's took Air 2 here, and they're going to pass for 6 coins as their best option. They have way too many coins and way too few spades. And this was entirely foreseeable, and it's like them taking the coins action and giving double... like, Chaos Magicians getting double dig there was so much better for Chaos, and now Chaos is going to mess up, like, Fakir's town space. Like, Chaos actually has a kind of a game here because of what Fakirs have done. Fakirs kind of have killed their game by not taking the spade. Fakirs have, like, yeah, it's just, it was so wrong, and yet it hurts me a lot more, I think, than it hurt anyone else at the table. Maybe it hurt Fakirs just as bad, but yeah, like, it's so annoying to watch people make moves that were so bad. Fakirs does have a cult spade here, and I honestly don't really know where it goes, because putting it here is obvious suicide. Like, Chaos are just taking this hex anyhow. So, or at least they should. Again, what do I know? Who the hell knows? Chaos might just... Okay, and actually, yeah, Fakirs do put it here, but Chaos might just take coins, and I might continue to complain about everything. Someone said always take coins? No. Chaos takes coins. Oh my god, team. All right. Honestly, I just want to quit. Like, this is so dumb. I mean, I kind of get it, and yet I don't. Like, Chaos were just gifted a town in a town round. They're going to lose this Hex now, and so now they have to do God knows what. And they passed in front of me in order to take coins, rather than... They gave up water, too, also. I hate this game some days. The dig's so much better. It is. It's so much better. I'm getting killed here. Just killed. These people are crazy. Yeah, these people are crazy. Engineers wins? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think... Well, actually, I mean, maybe Fakirs are back to having a shot. Fakirs are getting double dig now, right? Like, it's a huge swing in the game. Fakirs are going to get double dig, and they're going to get their town space. So, like, Fakirs are back in it, but for no good reason. They're not in it because of good moves. They're in it because Chaos... Like, they're just lucky as hell. Like, Fakirs still have way too many coins. Way too many coins. Just ungodly too many coins. Chaos does need some coins, especially given that they didn't take Fire 1. But then take Fire 1 and don't take Water 2. Like, the Water 2 decision has made my life so much more painful all game 2. Whatever. I mean, this is Arena sometimes. Like, this is just how games go. Not everything can go your way. I've put a dumb, silly restriction on my game. I took Earth 2 instead of Fire 1. The only way Earth 2 works is you have to take coins actions. Usually you can get early coins actions, though, because players don't need coins that badly early. And again, when is the next time Fakirs is actually going to be under 7 coins? No idea. But alas, I'm using my temp ship while I can, and I'm just playing fast because this game's already, like, dead. I'm going to pass for coins if I'm able to. And we're going to make the game somehow. It'll be something, but it's bad. It's really bad. How can Chaos give up that town space? Like, it's so wrong. You can just double dig, build a town. It's just crazy. If I was feeling extra spicy, I could triple dig Engineer's Hex here, but I do need to dig a lot, though, actually. And I would prefer to do it fast, because I don't really want to stick in this round. Maybe I am carving a town up here. Maybe this is my other town location. If I take this green right now, I probably can get the red or the gray. I can probably town in here. Actually, I probably could just get the gray. I have a lot of digs coming still. Sure. Fakirs needed the coins because they're never going to place their landscape. Yes, it does appear that Fakirs don't understand that their landscape is incredible. I don't know what the Fakirs are doing, but like, again, whatever. Honestly, even without their landscape, Fakirs still have a zillion coins. Like, again, when is the next time Fakirs is going to be under 7 coins? I don't know the answer. They took Air 2 of all things. They have a million, like... Oh, whatever. This is a very frustrating game for me, though, because, yeah, I think that move for Fakirs was so bad, and yet they didn't get punished. I think CM just passed on the greatest double dig they could have ever, like, I thought the Chaos Magicians were so dead this game. So dead. And then I thought they actually had a real shot here if they double dug. I think that would have been really good for them. Instead, they've taken coins so that they can hopefully score more points doing... What? Like, what could Chaos possibly do here to score more points? than setting up an actual town this game. I mean, like, again, Chaos can bridge for a town, I guess, still. And apparently they're going to ship places. Maybe they're trying to double ship down here and they're going to build a lot of dwellings this round instead. But, gosh, that double dig's better, but whatever. They haven't taken a flight yet? Yeah. No need if they don't fly? Yeah. Bottom right corner could have been a town. I guess if I triple dug this, yeah, I could have towned through here, maybe. But I'll town up here. This is fine. I'm probably passing for 3 coins, the worker and the trading post tile here. This is quite good for me. I can open next round with the coins action and then build all my trading posts. That would still at least be a pretty good outcome. Not being able to build an earlier temple this game is a huge bummer, but it's just become because I haven't been able to pass. Like, part of the problem here is I haven't been able to pass for coins tiles like I thought I might be able to this game, right? There's a lot of coins on the pass tiles, and I've not been able to hit them. And then I've not been able to get coins actions either. Like, my opponents are hoarding all the coin tiles and the coins actions. And, I mean, it's partly resulted in what I think is like a kind of travesty of a Fakir's game where their economy is so out of whack. They're not leveraging anything correctly. The Chaos are probably fine with what they're doing, but... Wow, Fakir's converted a priest to a worker. I mean, it's really like 2 workers, but... Don't take this coins action then. Take the workers action, right? Like, oh my god. I'm going to have to stop complaining, everybody. I'm going to have to. It's not good for any of us. But bad games happen to everybody. We had a bad game yesterday. We're having a bad game today. It happens. Can't win them all, but... Yikes, this is just one that's very painful, though, because I really think I'm supposed to be in a much better spot than I am, but... by the way, I have so few coin actions here, there's no way I'm 4-towning this game, so I guess I probably should just town through here. So I probably should take this Hex away from Fakir's. But we'll see. A Fakir's clinic? Yes. This is a clinic on how not to play Fakirs, in my opinion. Lovick is a top... That's the crazy thing! Lovick is actually a very good player. Like, their rating is super high. Right? 620. They're super good. And yet, this is bad. It's not awful, to be fair, but, like, they're so lucky. They're so lucky this Hex didn't get taken away from them. It's still crazy to me that they have this many coins and they don't have a landscape. Like, that's such inefficiency. They just converted a priest to a coin. Like, don't go for a second temple if you don't need the priest. Like, I don't know. Their game is just all out of whack from where it should be and where it could be. And it's all because they took that coins action. And it was just wrong. It was so wrong. It was obviously wrong to me at the time, and I don't know why they didn't see that it was wrong either, but God, did it hurt me so bad. They don't know Fakirs? I agree. Like, I mean, whatever. They've played 300 games. It's a new map. People make mistakes. Like, it happens, but... Anyhow, I'm about to at least sort my economy out. I should be able to just build all my trading posts next round. I can build trading post here, here, here. I might have to take... I might not get all my trading posts out because I might not have enough coins. I might build 3 trading posts next round. But that'll be pretty good. I'll build a lot of dwellings in the dwelling round, and then I'll still get 3 towns in a town round. I'll have some network. If I take this away from Fakirs and this away from Fakirs, Fakirs probably never connect this game. Unless they do weird other things. So I think that also is pretty good for me. So maybe just go back to my main account with no restrictions. Nah, I still enjoy the general, like, it's not really the restriction here that's making me sad, right? Like, it's really not. Like, I would have been willing to go Earth 2 Darklings here in some worlds anyhow. it's really just not like the past tiles have broken poorly. The past timing has broken poorly for me. Like, if I was just first in round 3 here, I would have had guaranteed coins. Instead, Chaos said, I don't want to use water. 2, I want to pass for coins, which again suggests to me that Chaos also made a mistake not just taking Fire 1 earlier, right? Like, they could have had Fire 1. Instead, they went Water 2, and then they chose not to use it. Which, I mean, whatever. It's an option, but, like... But yeah, I don't... Whatever. Again, things are the way they are, so whatever. But... It's too late for that. Well, yeah, I can't play... I can't play Arena with my main account. I won't allow myself to, so... Chaos chooses to build this hex over this one, and this hex over this one. This one, I guess Fakirs are threatening this, but I guess Chaos are just threatening this hex too, so maybe it's fine, but I really prefer my opponents to start fighting each other some more. It really is a preference of mine, but... maybe there's some bridge pressure yet in this game. I don't know. I don't need bridges is the upshot, but... if I'm gonna block... this I do want to block these Fakir's hexes. I think that is part of my goal. Honestly, I'm not going to slow down Engineers at all this game. I don't think Engineers have... Well, do they have that crazy of a game going? If Engineers are getting cut off of the West, Engineers actually have some real issues too if they're not leveraging all these grays. We'll see. You still haven't decided which account to use? You're not willing to admit to be Klebo's Chalky Milk? You didn't just create a new alt for a new season? I thought there was a chance that you were Klebo's Chalky Milk. I thought it unlikely, but... So don't look now, but Chaos Magicians have a pretty good economy and are at 51 points. And whoa. Okay, so I was just about to talk up Chaos Magician's game, and they could have passed for 6 coins that they needed. And instead they passed for worker power. So... The upshot is 7 coins tile is there. I shouldn't need coins much anymore, but cheer up. I can see incomes for a few rounds. Thanks, Lumen. I needed this. I can see incomes for the next 2 rounds. Well timed on this as well. Well timed. Make him cry even more. Nah, I'm not gonna cry anymore. This is a frustrating game, but frustrating games happen. Like, part of it, I used to always say this too. Like, I used to play like card games. Like, a classic card game in Wisconsin is Sheepshead. It's a trick-taking game. People love to get great hands, and they complain a lot when they get bad hands. I love when everything goes right for me in a game of Terra Mystica, but that kind of inevitably means that I occasionally have to have games where everything goes wrong. This is a game where everything's going wrong, but you kind of have to have those eventually too, right? I don't know. It's part of what's going to happen, so. We did get a coins action. You're right, everybody. Spam that coins. Boom. We got it. We finally got it. The good news, again, is actually coins are not going to be a huge problem for me going forward. The only thing that's really sad is that if I had more coins, I would have been able to build a temple for Air 1 already. And a temple for Air 1 this round would be, like, really good. It would be probably, 3 points around, so the Air 1 is probably, like, 10 or 11 points. And then 2 more priests is pretty valuable, but... Just tuning in, Chaos seemed to be off to a great start, even though Color Sandwich, NG seem toast unless they get G3 to provide them with late expansion. Fakir seem maybe okay. Yeah, honestly, Weber, maybe my game's still okay, but you've missed some really painful questioning moves where I would be much, like, I should be 3 coins better off because I should have another coins power action. And Fakir should have a landscape out. Chaos Magician should have this hex, and their game should be even better than it looks. I still think Chaos Magicians are in a pretty bad spot here. Like, if Chaos Magicians had 6 more coins and 1 less worker, that would be something. And if Chaos Magicians had this hex so they actually had a town, that would be something. But I guess Chaos will still get 1 town this game. But in a late town game, I don't really know if they have enough points yet, but we'll see. Chaos are presumably trying to race for the last copy of Water 1, which I presume engineers are about to take. I want to build a lot of trading posts, and unfortunately, nowhere that I put them will they really get leech. I guess here. Is this guaranteed part of a town, or is Fakir's... Fakir's might be trying to build up to a range town, but I just always beat them to this hex. I can just take this hex this round. So, I will put a trading post here. Because this might get some leech. You would find 11 points scary. You're scared on my behalf. I'm not that scared. I mean, part of the thing is, like, I think engineers are potentially, like, the other, like, best positioned faction in some ways, like, economy-wise. And they're only at 22. The absolute best player points-wise is 48, but they have 1 town at best coming in round 6, and that's far from guaranteed. And then the next best is Fakirs, who have a decent number of flights, but their economy is honestly pretty trash. They still don't have their landscape down. And Fakirs have 1 town, and they might need to make it early, and it might need to be a range town. So, like, I just kind of look at the points around the table. I mean, Fakirs do have a bunch of Earth 1 backed stuff. They have Water 1 backed stuff. I'm not making that many points. Like, Water 1 trading posts here aren't incredible. I at least passed for a bit. But honestly, I'm not that far out of the game despite all my caterwauling here, because I do at least get to take some good high VP towns, hopefully. But, yeah. Also, remember, I'm gonna start hitting Fakir's hexes all over the place. Fakirs are going for a town up here as well. That makes a lot of sense, actually. And they do take the bridge. So there's a lot of bridge pressure on Chaos, too. And Chaos did just get blocked from Water 1. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm not that afraid of Chaos either, but... Fakir's connection's not guaranteed at all. Yep. Oh, great rule, Weber. Great rule. It's a great rule. Yeah, so Fakirs probably aren't connected, by the way, and I'm also about, like, I am going to steal Fakir's hexes hardcore this game. I'm going to just take this. I'm going to take... Well, actually, am I taking this? I said I was going to take this. The downside to taking this is that it forces this town to be on these hexes. So, it's a little scary. But, I honestly probably am still going to do it because I'm a madman, but... If I do want this hex, it's 2 digs. This is 2 digs. This is another, so this would be 5 digs, 6, 7, 8 digs. I actually only have 6 digs through next round, so it might be a little too aggressive to go for all those hexes, but I really want to. This is where not being able to build a 3rd temple earlier because of the lack of coin tempo is really hurting me. It's possible that I was supposed to just take Fire 1 this game, partly how things have played out, but I think the Earth 2 is fine. Like, again, I think Fakir's... I mean, again, Fakir's coin action still looks so bad, especially compared to just dropping their landscape much sooner. And I still think Chaos's coin action is probably wrong, because they could have just had a beautiful town right here. But, oh well. I have a lot of town options here. How am I thinking of carving them out? Vote for the tunnel town. Don't know what that means. But My current plan for towns was actually to go here, here, and here. I can't possibly four-town this game. That was a talk much earlier, but I just did not wind up with enough economy to do it. I just wasn't able to pass onto coins tiles. There was worlds where if I passed on to some more coins tiles this game and got more coins power actions, I would have had enough resources to think about it. But hey, everybody, the Fakir's Landscapes is on the table, but do they even have carpet flights left? I mean, they're still risking this hex to Chaos Magicians. Chaos Magicians could have just, at any point here, been hard digging it. They're not, because they're playing very nice, but... yeah. I do have some slight issues here. I think I need to take this hex just so I can put a trading post here. Oh, actually, I don't have to. I don't have to build a trading post this round there. Although, the problem is I kind of want to build a trading post up in here. What's the risk on this? Do I just triple dig this round? Fakirs aren't going to have range this... Fakirs aren't going to have the range to reach this hex anytime this round. So I could take this next round. This hex isn't actually that important to deny to Fakirs. I guess it kind of is, because then I have to deny this one instead. But I think I'm always doing this triple dig. Engineers are also at 0 shipping currently, though. Gosh, I actually really could use more priests if I'm going to do all these digs. Nah, hell with it. Under the land bridge. Ah, under the land bridge is the tunnel. Duh. The tunnel town. Yeah, so the problem is if I was going to do the tunnel town, I really shouldn't have built the trading post here. I really have kind of committed to taking this. Because one of the big things about round 6 town games is that tempo really matters a lot. By the way, the other thing that I forgot about is that I still do eventually owe... I do also owe 2 shipping this game in order to connect. So, like, I really do need coins. Now, the upshot is I'm going to make quite a few coins finally by building a bunch of trading posts here. But, gosh, I still need even more coins than that. But I'm going to build one more trading post. I will convert a worker to a coin. It's painful, but saving power for future coins actions and stuff is still important. I'll build one more trading post, and then I'll try to pass onto a coins tile. Next round, I think it's probably dig and build this. Not that that really sets the towns up very well, though, but... Yeah, that part's actually not... That part is awkward. I do not have as many digs. I probably shouldn't... I maybe did commit to the wrong town spots. This trading post probably is just wrong. It should have just been over here. I was trying to leverage extra leech, but this is actually a big liability. I probably should have gifted Fakirs this hex and offered them up this connection path, because this town is much better to go for next round dwelling building. I don't have enough digs next round. So that was a lack of foresight here. That's going to hurt me. There are always coin towns. There are. Will I go for Fire 2 towns or real towns? I'm going for Fire 2 towns because the tempo on towns matters a lot. But yeah. We'll see. But yeah, this trading post is going to come to haunt me. This is really just in the wrong spot. And it matters quite a bit because, yeah, I'm not going to have enough spades to dig for enough dwellings next round. Maybe I do just abandon this. Maybe I do just build all of these, like I build this dwelling next round off of the 3 digs I'm going to have available. I mean, leaving the hex for Fakirs is not my plan, though. So, I don't know. I'll have to weigh that. But building a bunch of extra dwellings next round compared to not is... obviously preferable, but Let's see. I don't even know what I'm going to get to pass for yet. Like, passing for this 7 coins is very nice, but building at 1 more trading post is way too good, so. But I think it's going to just be another one of those things where, yeah, like, the timing on when I want to pass has just really not worked particularly well this game. The stuff that I want to pass for just often isn't there when I want to pass, but that happens, so. Hey, hello, Boardroom Gamer. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Engineers might be taking that yellow. Oh, I didn't consider that, but honestly, that's kind of okay by me. Engineers taking that yellow is actually fine. It still makes me sad that I put the trading post in the wrong spot, but I guess just move on from mistakes. Like, whatever. Stuff happens. Convert a worker to a coin. Build this trading post. Again, I don't want to use power for coin because there's a chance that I can get like a coin's power action or something if I save power. So power's just more flexible. I have more than enough workers for this game still for now. I do get rewarded with a 2-for-1. That's pretty welcome. If I do get to pass first, I will get a coin's power action. So that's always cool too. In which case, I might actually pass for this tile. Because if I'm going to open next round with a coin's power action, going for some points, I might even build a stronghold next round then. Because I need more digs. So I'll see exactly where I'm at. But isn't G3 better for engineers? I don't know. Hey, Fakirs are passing in front of me. So that part's a bummer. And they do take the big building tile I was just talking about. So a little bit sad, but that's okay. Fakirs, in my opinion, really don't need the coins, but we saw what happened last time I claimed that. But it does look like I'm just going to pass for 7 coins here anyhow. So honestly, I don't really need a coins action, and I almost need the priest action worse in order to do more digs. Although I hate using priest actions. I would much rather build a temple, right? Wow, damn it. Chaos is passing for the coins. Well, team. Why did Chaos use their power to take a priest and then do nothing with it? I don't understand, but whatever. They needed the coins. It's fine. I just passed for the spade then. This is so bad compared to where it could be. Not our game. It's just not been our game. The pass has just been awful for us. By the way, remember how we were scared because I was at like 11 points at the start of this round and my next best opponent was 48 and my next best opponent was 39? It was very nice that I at least made up points on my opponents here. How do we delete spam? We delete spam by I need to actually hire moderators on this sub and I need to figure out how to do that. But otherwise I do it. Darklings passing for a spade, that hurts. Yeah, it does hurt. This whole game is hurt. Like, the past tiles have worked out in the worst possible ways for me. And it's just been like, it's been just so unfortunate. Like, the timing has just been awful. I cannot like, given that the 6 coin tile and the 4 coin tile are in the game, you really would think that I would have been able to pass for one of them this game, and I have not. I have never got on the 6 coin or 4 coin tile, which is part of why my game has been so goddamn slow here. Just like, oh yeah, it's so painful, but oh well. Looks like CM want coins to upgrade dig. You think that's what the priest was for? It could be. I mean, to be fair, again, CM really needed the coins. Now, to be fair, Chaos are supposed to be on this tile instead of worker power anyhow. Like, that worker power tile was horrible for them compared to being on the 6 coin tile already. So there is that too, but you want to see more Fakir versus Darkling action? I'm probably going to dig Darklings. Or dig Fakirs. Oh, hey, Engineers is taking that Hex, though. Okay, all of you were right. So, I mean, that means I have to go do the Tunnel Town now anyhow. But yeah, and it turns out that this trading post is just in the wrong spot, which is really sad because it does mean that my towns are very poorly set up here, which is quite a bummer. I've really just taken a lot of the wrong hexes. Or it's not the wrong hexes. I just put this trading post in the wrong spot. And it's going to cost me tempo, and it's possibly going to cost me more than that. Wow, this is actually too much power, so I have to decline. But yeah. Engineers are still looking pretty good here. Engineers are probably also going to get 3 towns. But yeah. You love this game? Well, welcome to the stream, boardroom gamer. I play a decent amount of Terra Mystica, and there's some VODs and stuff. You can find a link to YouTube where I have a decent number of uploads. There are a decent number of other Terra Mystica streamers too, so it's fun to go follow a lot of them too. But yeah. Engineers helped me choosing the right town. Yes, you guys are correct. You all wanted the tunnel town, and now engineers have helped push me to have to go do that. So I might need to prioritize this town too, because Fakirs could theoretically try to fly here. So my first actions might need to just be dig and build, just to guarantee myself that I don't get screwed. But the income told me that it was too much power. You're correct. I didn't have to calculate it myself, so that part's true. If I somehow get coins here, I guess I probably still just take those. I still need to afford shipping. I would still like to temple for Air 1. So yeah, we'll take the coins if they come my way, but I don't expect them to do so. You've been itching to try the space version. Gaia Project, yeah. Gaia Project's pretty fun. I still prefer Terra Mystica by quite a bit, and quite a few people in this community obviously do too, but plenty of them have a good respect and play a good amount of Gaia Project also. So yeah, there's definitely fans around. You stepped away, but it looks like Plan 4 Towns is on. No, 4 Towns is still just not possible. I just don't have enough resource. Like, my economy is just not good enough for 4 Towning. If I had got coins actions earlier, like, I totally could 4 Town. But the problem with 4 Towning is that it involves building the stronghold, a temple, all those trading posts, and then all those dwellings. That's way too much stuff. I don't have enough resources. It's called Space Terra Mystica. I mean, it's called Gaia Project, a Terra Mystica game, I believe, is the full subtitle, right? So, Fakirs look like they're very carefully planning if they actually need to take a coins action again, which I would love to claim that they don't, but who am I to know? Maybe Fakirs are going for the stronghold here, is how they're going to range extension. I really don't know. Maybe they're trying to debate if they're going to connect this game and how they would do so, but I really do think I need to take this hex away from Fakirs, because I think taking this large... Well, okay, so if I take this away, Fakir's best chance at connecting is to get, like, 2 range towns or to build a stronghold, all of which is going to be pretty painful. And then even if I take this a hex away, too, like, how big will Fakir's network actually be? Fakir's does go for more coins, though. Oh, my God, how... I mean, whatever. I wasn't going to get coins here because Chaos would very recently have taken them, but I think this is just such... I think this is just such nonsense for Fakirs. Again, they have not been below 7 coins ever since they took that previous coin action. It almost has to be Stronghold, though, which is probably reasonable enough, but my gosh, they've just got no benefit out of this. They've just got no benefit out of that, but... happens. Anyhow, as I said, I need to do this tunnel stuff, so need to make sure to beat Fakirs to this hex. Engineers are on the trading post tile, so I'm not sure I'll even get a pass tile here that I want, but we'll see. Well, he really is taking coins every time he can, so at least he's following his own rules. Yeah, I mean, he's doing something. He is doing something. Again, given how high rated he is, I really think, like, he's done some things that are quite well, but he's done some things that I think are just so bad, but he needs the stronghold to reach carpet flights. Yeah, I think he is going for stronghold. Which means I think my actions here are to dig and build this, and then dig and build this. Although if he's going for stronghold, he can just take a range town. So then I guess if he takes a range town, if he goes stronghold and range town, I don't need to deny him because he's already connected. So then I can save a dig, but we'll see. I am feeding engineers here because that's fun. It would cost them 5 points for next turn, but could secure connection now while they can. You shouldn't be eating your 2 coin rewards. Yeah. More Lakes Madness. This game has been madness. Like, this has actually been madness. Like, I think Fakirs have done some very questionable things and have largely got it. Well, maybe not even largely. They've partially got away with it. I think Fakirs have got literally 0 coins out of their landscape, though, right? Like, they placed that landscape so late that they've got no coins. I don't know the last time they've actually carpet flighted. Like, they've only carpet flighted like twice this game. Have they really only flown twice? Like, what a disastrous Fakir's game, right? Like, compared to what it could or should be. Oh well. It is possible that that big building tile is going to open up pretty quickly then, because Fakirs look to have a kind of fast round potentially. And I could still go Stronghold next round, but we'll see. You really like knowing that CM are making 14 power? That's fair. Look, the income displays are fun. They're worth something. I love the fact that Chaos have 14 workers and like hardly any coins. That's been a great, thing to know. Do I take this hex away from Fakirs, or do I just build this dwelling, and set up my own towns? I only have 2 dwellings left, so I kind of have to commit. I also wanted to build a temple for Apr20. Not that I can really afford it, though. Probably shouldn't. Probably should just secure this hex. Yeah, I'll play it safe. I don't know. It's a crazy Fakir. It's been a crazy Fakir. Engineers does get the double dig that they wanted, getting to secure all their stuff. Chaos Magicians looks like they are gonna just get the 1 town this game. It does look like Fakirs are trying to delay their town, but I think they have to go Stronghold still. So like, yeah, we'll see what happens. They're not gonna wait. They're gonna form the town, but not via the Stronghold. Why did they take this coin's action then? What is going on? They do range town. I'm gonna just dig this brown. What do you mean 4 town engineers? This looks like 1, 2, 3 town engineers. How is it 4 town engineers? Also, why have Fakirs never answered my question about why they've taken so many goddamn coins this game? Ugh. I'm still pretty annoyed at how Fakirs has played this, because, yeah, they've really, like, taken a lot of, like, they have a landscape that makes very efficient coins, and instead of doing that, they've taken a lot of coins tiles and coins actions in order to keep their economy going. And now they just town ahead of, like, well, I don't know, whatever. They're doing things. They're allowed to do things. I'm definitely turning this hex brown. I mean, if I turn this brown, I don't, like, maybe Fakirs comes and hard digs it, but if Fakirs wants to have a digging war with me, I'll have a digging war. That's fine. I don't think anybody can explain that, because, yes, that also made no sense, but it's what happened, so. An assault on yellow hexes. Wow, yes, how shocking. Who could have ever seen it coming? Who would have ever imagined? Yeah, actually, so that's a decent reason. Maybe Chaos are hoping to actually Chaos have enough workers. They probably actually can think about trying to get all of these hexes still, and make they maybe could make 2 towns yet actually, but we'll see. So here, I probably should just build another dwelling. It's good for network, and it's good to help set up town tempo, and it's good points this round. And then I probably do just build a trading post. Building a trading post here at least sets up for some town tempo next round. I think Fire 2 is pretty safe because Fakirs just don't need it. I'm not going to get the greatest towns in the world because I'm not that great, but E2 have 3 towns coming next round. Yeah, we do. I don't... Congrats on realizing what's happening. I don't know why you're saying this, Lubbock, but sure. Are you just saying how bad your game is? Like, I'm comfortable, like, accepting that Fakir's game's not very good. But... This... Fakir's did finally get 2 coins from flying. It completes the tunnel, yes. The tunnel has been completed. The land bridge and the tunnel are done. Anyhow, yeah, I'll just build a trading post. And then maybe I still will debate Air 1. I don't love leaving this brown, because actually Fakirs might just be taking this here. Which is a bit of a shame. But, oh well. If that happens, it happens. I can't do a lot about it here. This is where the, like, again, the lack of not being able to build earlier temples and have slightly more priests to score points and do more digs is coming to bite me a little bit. The other thing that's biting me is, yes, this trading post is still just put wrong. If this trading post was here, I would have got nearly the same amount of leech anyhow. And more importantly, this town would be set up. I could trading post here. Like, I'd be much better set to Fire 2 and score all my towns. But why trading post east instead of Middletown? I mean, it doesn't really matter where I put it, I guess, right? Like, this town's going to need a trading post. This town needs a trading post. This town just needs a dwelling. And honestly, Fakirs are thinking a lot. Wow, Fakirs do just fly there, so they're not securing this like I thought they might. I guess they still could in a sec. I mean, Fakirs are still making a crap ton of points here, and they very well... Like, I think Fakirs are actually probably still going to take this hex, the more I look at it. So, it's not ideal, but... Isn't A8 more important than A7? It gives them connection. Oh, I see. They actually prefer this hex over this hex. Yeah, you're right. They're going to try to... They're going to take this hex because they'll connect that way. That's a good call. Yeah, yeah. They're gonna connect. They are gonna connect this game. Fakir's connecting's a bummer. I forgot they could go here and here, but oh well. I build a trading post. I don't want to give Fakir's power. I'll give engineers a bunch. That's fine. Trading post Middletown means I can fire 2 for town first action next round. I can still fire 2 for town right away, right? Like, this is a town now as soon as I fire 2. So, I'm fine. So I'm gonna make 3 towns next round, which is nice. But yeah, I just don't think I have enough points here, which isn't shocking, right? I mean, this game was a problem for quite a while, but it's okay. It also has been a long game. Somebody called that earlier. I mean, I've been a bit slow at some points for sure too. But yeah, these are some fairly slow players. We're already 2 hours into this stream, so. Be curious to see what the times are at the end. I certainly haven't been playing this quick. There's certainly been some points where I've been thinking a lot though, because yeah, it's been painful or it's been tough. But I'm not sure how much I should be trying to stall for a pass tile anymore, to be honest. Just passing for coins and taking a coins action is pretty fine still too, but I might just pass next action. I don't really have much to do. The most I could do is I could use my power for a priest and just dig and build this. But I think just passing and taking a coins action is fine. I mean, it's going to mean that my town tempo is pretty bad next round, but I think I'm okay with that. I could still get Fire 2 blocked next round, so actually maybe I'm supposed to just open with Fire 2 to be safe. But meh. Taking a coins action is still quite good. Well, maybe I don't need the coins that bad actually next round. I need to afford ship twice, and I need to afford temple for Fire 2, but I don't really need anything else. The Air 1 temple's not that good anymore. Yeah, so I really just need Fire 2, a trading post, and a dwelling. And then I guess maybe another, maybe I do need one more dwelling next round just to compete for network. End the game with Stronghold, 2 temples, and my landscape left. Fakirs, I don't think Fakirs are getting 2 trading posts and 4 dwellings out. Yeah, I mean, Fakirs are out of natural yellows, and their economy is not particularly strong. So I probably can just beat Fakirs on network. Engineers will beat me on network still. Probably. Yeah, I guess they will. They only have to get out 2 dwellings to beat me. And they have 1. Presumably engineers will beat my network, but we'll see. 3 extra coins can't be worth tempo on towns. Correct. That's what I'm starting to realize too, Weber. I think I still pass first, but I think I just take Fire 2. First action, I take first 2 towns. I can't take 2 towns first action. That's the sad part here. I still only take 1 town at a time, but that's the other real problem for me here is that this trading post is still haunting me, because as long as this trading post is in the right location, I could make 2 towns at once, but I'm just making 1 town a turn next round, which is pretty sad compared to what it could be, but oh well. It's what I've done. I've done it to myself. It happens. Fakirs do pass, so now I have to take the question of, do I want this tile over taking a coins tile? And the answer is probably yes, right? I mean, this is basically 3 resources and a cult step better than this. And are 3 resources and a cult step possibly worth 4 points? I mean, I think not. The other thing is this actually does give me an option to build the stronghold to make a town. I'll still need to go Fire 2, but I could possibly build a stronghold next round for a bunch of priests, plus it lets me place the landscape. It might actually help me fight network a little more too if I want to, although I might have to take coin towns then to afford it all. So, although I might be forced to take a coin town next round because I'm going to be taking towns so slowly. I would expect a lot of these high VP towns to get taken. So I might be needed to take coin towns or ship towns anyhow by the end of it. The cult towns don't seem great to me. I probably should just take priest towns, although the cult towns aren't terrible for me either, because I'm gonna take Fire 2. Yeah, I might take a cult town yet, but I am gonna pass here. There's no real point staying in the round. And yeah, this tile will just be better for me. I mean, maybe I do just take the coins action next round anyhow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But if I'm on this tile anyhow, the coins action has some more utility because the stronghold is actually better at that point too. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. You haven't watched, but has Fakir's been below 10 coins? Fakir's really hasn't, but they were down to only 7. No, well, so the coins action is 7 coins, right? So I really don't think Fakir's has been below 7 coins all game. So honestly, their round 2 coin take is still pretty damn bad. And if they just put the landscape down that round and started doing more flights earlier, like, oh, I think their game's quite a bit better. And my game's certainly better if I have 3 more coins early. Like, I've just been so coin hit, but oh well. It's possible, Weber. I mean, I have to think about it. So part of the thing is, well, engineers are just going to make all 3 of theirs at once. So yeah, I'll have to think about it. I mean, the thing is, what I'm really trying to weigh is like, how much do I care about what towns I get next round? And the problem is, I still need to pay for 2 shipping, and I still have to build, like, so I need 2 shipping, I still need a temple, I still want to build some stuff, and I now have an option to build a stronghold that's actually quite a few points. And so, maybe resource towns are fine. Maybe it helps me get more network. I'm not convinced that... I'm just not that convinced I care about what towns I get. The main thing I'm actually scared about is losing Fire 2. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the coins don't do me that much. Like, it is only 3 extra coins. How much are 3 extra coins worth right now? I don't know. But I mean, it's 3/4 of a ship advance. But we'll see. Not a super high scoring game. It has not been a super high scoring game, but honestly, if I was playing some of these factions, I think I would be doing a decent bit better. But maybe that's arrogance. The stronghold does let me get down the landscape, which actually helps. It's important for network considerations here. So Fakirs don't need Fire 2, Weber. Completely agreed. And yet, Fakirs have a lot of resources, and I just don't trust them. Chaos is going for 2 towns. They're going to have enough workers to do it. So that's actually pretty fun. Maybe Chaos are still winning this game. They're going to get to pass for the trading post tile as well. This is what we get for not trusting sandwich factions, but you don't see why they would. I mean, so the reason that Fakirs would take Fire 2 is just because it blocks somebody. Like, I don't know. Again, maybe I play too safe, but Fakirs do secure their connection. Makes a lot of sense. Chaos is 100% taking the coins if I let them. I would think. I still think the coins are reasonably good here for me, but engineers are 1,000% Fire 2ing and taking, well, only 2 towns, because then their 3rd town comes later. So it'll go 2 towns. Fakirs are going to take a town. Chaos probably, well, I'm not sure Chaos forms their town right away. So coins definitely puts less time for me to get the towns I want. This is pretty close. I think I'm going to take the coins. I think it's still just a good action, but this could be wrong. You're leading coins now? Interesting. I think it's honestly pretty close. Part of the problem is like I still do have a lot of flexibility here in what I want to do in the end game and how much I want to push for network. So I just don't know if it matters that much what else I get. Actually, team. Dare I say it? I don't even want to say it out loud. But is 4 towns back on the team? It's pretty insane. It's probably too insane. It's probably too insane. But it's technically there, because it would be Stronghold, Trading Post, or Temple, Trading Post, Dwelling, Landscape, and then the last dwelling goes up here. So I'd have to build one more Trading Post too. That does involve Stronghold, Temple, 2 Trading Posts, 3 dwellings, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 workers. A lot of coins. And then I'm barely using the Stronghold ability. Although I could take a worker town to use the Stronghold ability. I could take a coin town. It might still be 4 towns. 4 towns is just fun, right? Do we just 4 town it because we can? Who's going to stop us? 31 coins? That's a lot, Weber. That's a lot. I have 19. So I would need 12 more. That sounds a lot like 2 coin towns. Maybe we 4 town. I don't know. The landscape helps. Oh, yeah. The landscape is very necessary at this point for 4 towning. But just 4 priests on the lone trading post seems doable with the landscape. Yeah. Kick network to the curb. I mean, I will win network. I mean, if I go for... Well, maybe I won't win network. Actually, I might win network. I might just outright win network if I go 4 towns. Because I don't know if engineers are building that many dwellings. The biggest threat of 4 towns actually is just the fact that like I kind of need like this hex. Although I don't think anybody else wants it, but yeah. Chaos takes the 2 key town, which yeah, they're having a pretty good cult game here at the end, which is fair enough. Engineers did not go fire 2, so everybody else is correct actually. Engineers don't plan to go fire 2. I will accept leech. You know, honestly, whatever. 4 towns is a fun game, and I got nothing else to do. Where are we getting the priests? How do we need 7 priests? Why the like we get a bunch from the stronghold. Yeah, you're forgetting the stronghold. You're forgetting the stronghold priest in all of your calcs. It's gonna work. Also, you're doing calculations. That's not how we do it over here. We do it by feel. Okay, so the thing is, there are actually good towns around though, so I could just do 3 good towns rather than doing this nonsense. Okay, team. So there is still a cult town left, which isn't horrible, but I won't 4 town it. So let's pause for just a second. Let's actually take our time and make this go even longer. I probably can 4 town. It's probably not worth it, but it's cool. 4 towns requires coin town, worker town, and then probably like a priest town or a ship town, which seems possible. I'm gonna try for the 4 towns line. It's more fun. It might not be right, but whatever. I'm just gonna do it. A 4th town is a lot of extra points in a town round, but I am taking lower VP towns to achieve this, so we'll see. Am I winning connection? I'm probably winning connection, but going for style fits the non-Earth 1 account. Maybe. We'll see. How bad can the last town be? It's not that bad. I do need 2 shipping. I'll get my 2 shipping. I don't know how, but it's gonna happen. Like, probably. Probably it'll happen. I'll shrug my shoulders slightly because I can't actually guarantee it, but I think it's happening. I don't know how. I unfortunately do things a little more by feels than I should, but my feeling is that just looking at my resources, I have enough to achieve this nonsense, but we'll see. Have Fakirs really never gone under 7? They really have. Fakirs have never been under 7 coins since they took those coins. Like, they've not used them. They took an action in round 2 that they are not using. Look, okay, yeah, I mean, look, I am a business analyst, financial analyst by trade. I definitely do the calcs. If this was a tournament game, I would be doing the math. Like, it is actually really important to do these things. I can do them generally pretty fast in my head. I have loosely done them for this round. I'm convinced I'm probably okay, and I might be wrong, because I haven't done them that intensely. And so, yeah, I could get screwed. That would be bad, but whatever. I mean, part of the problem is I honestly kind of need this coin town and this workers town to actually pull it off, I think. Actually, maybe the ship town is actually better than the coin town. And this is where I should be doing math, right? So this is 6 coins, 9 coins, 12 coins. Building all the dwellings is 18 coins. I mean, I already have that. And then I need 2 shipping. I already have that. Or I have the 1 ship. Yeah, the ship town is actually as good as the coin town. The ship town might just be better because it's actually a priest. But I really need a workers town then to make the stronghold work, because I need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 workers, which I have, but I want to convert 3 workers to priests. So I need, yeah, I have the 1 extra worker, but I need 2 work. This is really a 2 priest town in disguise. So yeah. Things look pretty, like, honestly, it looks very doable though, so. Doing it with a pencil? Yes, I would. I do like pencils. Pencils are good stuff. So the whole slightly culty Darklings trying to get some cult points doesn't particularly look great anymore, but I guess I should get second on water probably. Actually, engineers are probably gonna pass me yet. I don't know, whatever. We're playing a game, we're having fun, we're doing stuff. Chaos is still surprisingly competitive here too, even though I think they've done some things they shouldn't. But, I mean, honestly, it looks like Chaos is getting 1 more town, right? Nobody's blocking it. And so Chaos gets another town, and they get a bunch of pass points, and then they have good cults. I don't know. They might just win, but this is also this is a long game, long stream, because, yeah, we're already 2.5 hours in. Chaos lost D5? What's D5? Oh, you left for a long time, didn't you, Deranged? You're way behind. Yeah, Chaos chose... So, part of why this game has gone so poorly for me is because in round 2, I think I should definitely have got coins. And then Round 3, I also think I should have got coins because I think Chaos should have double dug D5. Neither of those happened. Both times I think my opponent should double dig, overtake coins. They took coins, and so then I didn't get coins, and it's been, yeah, it's... Oh, it was so brutal, Derange. I mean, that's part of what, like, honestly, in the middle, like, in this VOD, I do get pretty annoyed. More so than I would like to. I like, Lumen is so good at his Agricola streams that just seeming like he's always largely happy, but, like, I was not happy. It was so crazy. And actually, I've been giving Lovick a little bit of things. 7 coins is also a good action. Sure, I don't believe it, but whatever. I mean, I do believe it, right? Coins is a great action in general. But when you're landscape fakirs and you need spades, you take spades. You don't take coins. You do not need coins. Hey, a worker town just disappeared. So, I mean, that actually, I need to take a worker town then if I'm going to do this nonsense. I probably should just dig and finish this town. May as well take this brown hex just because maybe it makes Fakir's life... Oh, actually, maybe I take this brown hex. Fakir's might be trying to fly here, and that actually would totally kill me. Do I just put off my town life? I don't really need a worker town. And I'm committed to the 4 town life, right? Yeah, let's take this. It somewhat tips my hand, but whatever. 7 coins is ingrained into us, not as high-level players. Securing worker town's high priority. No one's taking a town on the next action. Priest town is 2 workers, too. Or power town is 2 workers. Yeah, that's true. 7 coins is a very strong action. So, like, honestly, I don't blame it. But, like, again, Lovick is hypothetically a 620 rated player, and they haven't needed that coin action until apparently now this round they're finally going to use it here. So, like, fair enough. But are they even going to use it? I don't know. Like, they have a landscape, so... Oh, well. Why did I put a temple to the northern town instead of the tunnel town? So you could have put your stronghold to finish the northern town? I guess that's fair. I was just always going to put the stronghold in the other town, but yeah. Do I need the priests to dig the 4th town? Yeah, I do, but I can just put... I was going to put the stronghold down here. Ah, oh, crap. The 4th town dream is dead, though. Engineers are going for network. Well, this is sad because I was really hoping to do the 4th town life, but not going to be able to. Lame Avenges? Yeah, it happens, but... Oh, well, so 4 towns is dead, but I'm still building the stronghold. But now I need slightly different towns now, because now I need points. So it's actually good to know this. Because I don't... Well, although maybe I should still just build everything because it's going to be good for network. But, yeah, we'll see. Time to blame the engineers in all chat. Yeah, the engineers taking that hex is annoying. It is cool for engineers, though. I mean, they're collecting on 1 ship. So, like, that's pretty fun. But it's pretty... Yeah, it's unfortunate. We didn't want to see that. Didn't want to see that, but... Yeah, there's just no way around it. I can't even bridge anywhere. Engineers are definitely going to beat me to this hex. There's no way I can beat them. So, yeah. 4 town life's dead. Oh, well. Happens. My next action is trading post. And then, honestly, I probably just take a priest town now then. Because, yeah, I don't... Well, yeah, the problem is, like, I could still take these other towns. Well, no, I can't really, because now I do have to worry about my shipping. Well, no, I don't, because I don't have to worry about my shipping. I still have a lot of priests coming in via stronghold. But yeah, I don't know if I actually have a great way. Well, this is a free hex, actually. This is where I should calc all my stuff. But yeah, I might actually still need to take other towns just so that I can still totally win network. Although, how valuable is completely winning network? I don't really know the answer there. Although, at the same time, Fakir's maybe gets a trading post and 2 dwellings out. So, Getting down to 2 structures could actually be very valuable still. Because engineers are also going to run out of hexes. I mean, I guess they could hard dig. We'll see, but that A row looks pretty decent. Don't know what that means, but yeah. Oh well. Well, anyhow, guys, this has been a rough game, but these happen. But yeah, this one's been tough. Just not getting the breaks really much of anywhere, but that happens. Is giving Fakirs a 3 for 2 better than giving them a free? Probably. 3 for 2 is hard to be worth it, so. Oops, I should convert a power to a coin too. I think I still just take the workers' town. I think I still probably am pushing network here, and then I probably am still taking another coin town or a ship town, as painful as that is for me, rather than taking high VP towns. But pushing out to max network is worth points. It's just not going to be enough points. Getting blocked on this last town is actually pretty sad, because this last town was going to be another, like, 12 points or something at least. Maybe even like it could have, actually it might even, at this point it's looking like this last town was just like a 16-point town that I'm gonna get blocked from, so that's a bummer, but oh well, things do not always work. Alright, we're going to try to play the rest of this game a bit faster, because most of our decisions are pretty made for us now. My next action is I'll dig and build a dwelling, probably just here, because I think this makes Fakirs... Well, actually, well, yeah, Fakirs are going to do free power either way, so I'll go here, just because maybe Fakirs have to be trying to get their network, I think. Fakirs want to build a trading post and 2 dwellings. Not actually sure how they best achieve that, but... Well, actually, maybe it's just some hard digs. I don't know. But Chaos has another town coming in here. Engineers still have another town. So all my opponents are going to get to like 100 VP, and I don't know if I'm quite getting there. And then I have network, but not very good cults. Yeah, I mean, this looks like another possible even 4th place game still. Not really sure. It's certainly not a great game, but... Should have probably seen the fact that engineers wanted to go for that green hex. It makes a lot of sense, because, yeah, it's a single dig for 2 hexes. They still connect on only 1 ship, which is pretty sweet. And it helps them push their network out to 15. But, yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer that the 4th town dream died. Right as I had it, right as I came back into all of a sudden again, the game plan all along was hopefully 4 towns. That was way back in the day I wanted it. And then I started to get flickers of it again, only to be snuffed out. But it's a cooler game than the Cultist game, not getting smashed. Yeah, this game certainly is going better than that one, but yikes, it's still not just flowing. Like, there are ways this game goes a lot better for me, namely, yes, Fakir's actually taking the double dig they're probably supposed to. Also, like, again, the thing that Fakirs did too is, like, they took coins which slowed me down, and it gave double dig to Fakirs when to Chaos when Chaos like really needed it. And I still think Fakirs risked losing this hex, which looks really big to me. Like, if Fakirs lose this hex this game, they're just down a town probably, or they have to go even more painful to get their towns, which means they're getting to spend less digs doing other things. Like, I think it's just madness that this hex didn't get taken, and it's super lucky for Fakirs they got away with it. But whatever, again, I already went through how bad it was. But yeah, I really do think my opponents made some bad calls earlier that wound up also hurting me a lot, though, because they were taking coins actions instead of taking double digs actions to fight for space, so... Oh, Chaos is taking this hex away from... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We just got a little bit of a gift. And Fakirs are going to take it away. Oof. I guess that makes sense. Fakirs are trying to beat engineers on network, but yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Well, whatever. So do I actually know what town I want? The problem is I don't know what town I want here, right? I don't know currently what town to take. I guess this is where if I just did math. But the tricky thing is like both my opponents just got... It's tricky to know where they're going to end on network. Because... Well, does Fakirs builds a trading post and then just hard digs out a dwelling like on this brown hex or this brown hex? So Fakirs are going to 15 network, which means I want to go to 16 network, which means I need to still go spend 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 coins and then still shipping somewhere in there. Oh, actually, I pretty much already have that, though. I have 13 coins in this. So if I take an 8-point town, I need exactly 1 leech. Slightly risky. I don't have a guaranteed leech left this game. Do I have an extra priest? Oh, there's no 8 VP town anyhow. What am I talking about? So I kind of do need more resources still. Yeah, that's a shame. 2 coins short here. You know where I could have had 2 more coins this game? If I just got a coins action. Oh well. I think I'm supposed to compete for network, so it might just be a ship town. Doesn't feel good. Not sure it's right, but whatever. I don't want to think about it too long, so I'm just going to do it. Make the stronghold down. Delays the town. Yeah, I could have just delayed the town choice, I guess. I guess there wasn't really any value to revealing to everybody what I was doing, but oh well. Engineers takes the 11-point town. They have just enough to hard dig a dwelling out still, which I presume they will do. Although, do they have a hex? Actually, they don't have a hex. Huh. That seems really problematic. Come on, Chaos. What are you doing? Oh, that's so frustrating. I'm so annoyed at everything this game. Why would Chaos fight the water cult instead of the air cult? You just gifted Fakirs a hex. Fakirs are at 103. I'm at 81. Why are you sending a priest to the water cult instead of the air cult? Makes no sense to me. Thanks, Crix. Thanks. Economy towns are for chumps? Yeah, it's been weird. CM's been really friendly toward yellow? Yes. Chaos has done pretty much everything this game to be friendly toward yellow. Why would you not fight for air cult? Like, there's not even a guarantee that I'm going to send a priest to water anyhow. I guess they're concerned about engineers sending 2... Maybe they're worried about engineers sending 2 priests to water. And maybe Chaos is still going to just win air too. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't complain yet. But my username's insulting to CM. That's fair. The more I look at it, I think Chaos Magicians is probably getting a priest town, right? So
I think Chaos's game plan is actually to still. I think they are just going to win all the cults because I think they're still going to just win air cult. The other bad news for me is it looks like engineers probably will send a priest to. Engineers are probably going to send a priest to water, and then go up the water track. So that's going to be a bummer too. I could take another 2-for-1 here, but I think my math said that I have enough resources now, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 coins. I have 15 coins. Yeah, this doesn't do me anything. I'm building strongholds, giving fakirs a bunch of leeches. Fine. Yeah, it's still a 3-for-2 that they don't. Well, or giving engineers the leech is better. Yeah, wait, here, right here. Giving engineers all the leech is fine. You took that. Yes, yes, he did take that firstly. No, I don't know. Honestly, I think Chaos is still going to get 2 priests onto the air track, and they still have water too. So I think Chaos is going to wind up just like winning all the cults. And yeah, Engineers unfortunately is going to pass me on water. So my whole like my hope to get some easy cult points this game just did not work. Although it's one of those classic things. Somehow I've picked the tracks that everybody else decided to fight, right? Like, I sent my priests to water and earth, and for some reason, those have to be the ones that everybody else is like, yes, let's race to the top of. Whereas over here, engineers could have sent 2 priests to air still. I guess, yeah, it's probably just not as good, though. I mean, whatever. It's just the way the things break out, I guess. But yeah. I guess I can't complain that bad, whatever. I'm getting a very easy 3rd place here. I was hoping to get an easy 2nd place on water, but didn't take any cult towns. Took other silly towns. This is what happens. It's looking probably like a 4th place game for me, though, yeah. Not getting this last town's a bummer. I mean, I still do pass for 8, so I'm at 89. I advanced ship one more times 92. I'm at 96. Plus I outright win network, and but I only have a trickle of call points. I mean, it's only gonna be like a 110 to a 120. I mean, nobody's having super crazy games, but like Chaos actually are, right? Chaos have another town which is 14. They're gonna pass for at least 6 is 20, and then they're gonna probably sweep the cults. I mean, they're actually gonna be at like 130. Fakirs don't have much left to score. They're going to tie for 2nd on network is 9 points. They have very few cult points coming in themselves. I mean, they're going to be at like 120 at least. But that's not enough. And then engineers are also like mid 120s. I'm not that far behind this game, but I'm definitely behind. Honestly, this 4th town might actually be enough to make me lose. Well, I think Cass is still far enough ahead of me, but this 4th town thing actually could have been nearly the winning line. And I'm getting 3 more points from a trading post I left out. But if I got to make a 4th town here, I think I just get a priest town, right? Yeah, there's no more towns to be found, so I would have got a priest town still. So I mean, this is a 16-point town that I got blocked from. So I'm gonna build all the stuff anyhow. I guess maybe I don't have enough digs, right? Maybe I really needed this green. I would be 3 more digs still. Which I guess I have exactly enough digs to do 3 digs. Yeah, I would have had exactly enough to 3 dig, take the priest town, and advance ship. I would have had just enough resources to do it all. But I did need this green hex over this gray hex anyhow, so. Oh well. Will Fakirs end the game with 7 or more coins? Not quite, but only because they basically chose, like, yeah, I mean, nearly. They nearly did. I mean, and Fakirs also did, like, the number of flights Fakirs did this game off of that landscape is, like, criminally low in my opinion. Like, they basically chose to not leverage one of their greatest features. But it happens. I can feed engineers power and not care too bad, probably. I don't know, sure. Seems fine. Giving Fakirs a free power is an issue. I could just give... Oh, wait, that gives engineers a free power. Yeah, it'll just be here. Maybe I shouldn't have given this to engineers. I just realized, okay, they did decline. That's fortunate. But giving this to engineers was actually maybe a little dangerous. Engineers are maybe not that far away from getting to do... Like, giving engineers more power is actually, yeah, could be dangerous. But could have offered them a 6 for 5. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right here, right? Yeah. Sorry, I was supposed to upgrade here. That would have been much clearer. I did mess that up, but oh well. Actually, wait, did engineers send their priest to water instead of hard digging out a dwelling, right? Oh, because he just wanted to build one more bridge. But so he could have tied Fakirs on network, and instead he built a bridge and chose to pass me on water. Like, why do our opponents take actions that hurt us? Like, we're last. Engineers got 3 points on the bridge. And they got 4 points, or not 4 points, they got 2 points on water. Instead, engineers can get 2 points on hard digging, they still have no hex to hard dig, right? That was the problem. Okay, yeah, never mind. They literally have no hex to dig. So they're gonna get third on network. That's pretty disappointing for them. Chaos did get another priest that they're going to send to air. So yeah, Chaos is just going to win every call, which, yeah, just nutty. Just nutty. I need to advance ship, so let's get that out of the way before I forget about it. You did call this late game length range. This was a slow game. Like, yikes. Like, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Like, oh my god. I haven't been the fastest player, but yikes. I'm really curious, like, who the slow pokes have been, or if we've all just been slow and forcing ourselves to, like, make tough choices. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Chaos is just getting 32 cult points, and they're going to pass for more points. So I think they're just winning. I guess maybe Fakirs are still in it. Fakirs will get 12 network, so they're at 120, 124. Yeah, never mind. Fakirs are at 124. That's not winning. Engineers get 9 on the pass, so they're at 107, and then they have 113 with network, 117, 121, 125. Engineers are just 127. I mean, Chaos just wins. They just win. That's crazy. I guess, yeah. I mean, this is the danger of, like, not taking the sandwich faction. Although, again, I couldn't take Earth 1, and Earth 1's been quite good for Chaos Magicians. Although they did get Water 1 blocked, so maybe I could have survived. I'm not sure. Would have been tricky, but... It does look like Chaos's hard dig was actually pretty correct, though. Like, I'll grant that Chaos Magician's gifting Fakirs that dig is pretty good. That was a good move. You went after the start of the own game and finished it a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, this game's been very long. I'm not really sure what Chaos Magicians is thinking about very hard here. I mean, they definitely are setting a priest air. There's just no world where that isn't correct. So I don't know why they're thinking about it so hard. And there, they finally did it. I build this free dwelling.
All right. Well, anyhow, as this game's about to wrap up, CM foreseeing that they already beaten Fakirs was pretty impressive. Wasn't obvious to you? Yeah, I mean, it could just be partly a lucky move, but honestly, yeah, I mean, CM did a really smart thing there. I mean, broadly, my opponents all wound up with pretty good games. I still think Fakirs were very lucky to get the hexes they did. I think CM very reasonably could have taken this on Fakirs. I think CM could have even taken this earlier on Fakirs too if they, wanted to try. So I think there's been some fortune in Team Fakir land, and honestly, Fakirs are still third, even with like hypothetical fortune. So I really think that like they mangled their game by not getting that landscape out sooner and really abusing it. And then yeah, like they could have had even more coins this game from their landscape, and they could have not, like, they really essentially wasted power on taking a coins action they just did not need. But oh well. I needed earlier coins this game. Not taking Earth 1 was always going to be a bit bold. If I had been able to make the 4th town, that would have been pretty good. Otherwise, maybe taking higher VP towns was just better. I don't want to give Fakirs a free leech. Giving engineers a free leech and taking away another yellow seems fun. Get the landscape down here. Hey buddy, I know it's been a long time. Dinner should come. We'll get there. Have they beaten Fakirs? Yeah. Heading off for a second time. Thanks for the stream. Yeah. Anyhow, it's been a fun stream. I'll do the quick breakdown here right at the end. Looking at stuff just because it's always fun. We'll see exactly kind of where things were at. Yeah. But yeah, Chaos Magicians have won this game. I've done like, they're at 97 plus 32, and plus resource points. I mean, it's good. What did they do? Oh, they turned some of their resources into building a trading post, but give it. Oh, they don't have water 1. That actually might not have been efficient. Yeah, I'm not actually sure that was worth it, but whatever. It doesn't matter much. I got nothing to do. Let's not delay this game too much longer. Anyhow, yeah, I think this game went really poorly because I wasn't able to build an earlier temple. If I could build an earlier temple for Air 1, that would be quite big. And then I could maybe just take 3 higher VP towns if the game went a little better. I got earlier coins. Alternatively, if I did get the 4th town, that would have been pretty good. There's, again, still a priest town. So that's 14 points plus a priest. So that's probably like a 16-point town. 16 more points onto my score would be pretty good here. But I still think I'm just 4th always. So. Well, actually, sorry, I'm not 4th always. If I get a 16-point town, I might have actually won the game. So getting town blocked actually might have been what cost me. So yeah, engineers taking... And to be fair, I should have realized that engineers were going to go for this hex. So the town plan was probably wrong. Or, again, maybe I was just supposed to, like, never build this. Maybe I was supposed to try to, like... I could have aimed for a 4th town somewhere else this game. And... Wow, yeah, I only lose this game by actually 7, though. Yeah, I barely lose this game. Like, even if I just get those coins earlier in the game, I probably win. But yeah, Chaos Magicians making that call to block engineers was very correct. Like, very well done. Another rough 4th here, but less rough than yesterday. But this one feels more painful because yesterday I knew I for sure was losing. This one I think I totally could have won if other stuff happened, but wow. Long game. I mean, I wasn't the fastest by any means here either, right? But actually I was the fastest. What am I talking about? This is the fastest. This was the fastest this game had to offer. But like, yeah, I'm not the fastest while streaming, but yikes, 48 minutes. Holy crap. But yeah. Anyhow, we did eventually wind up getting 2 coins actions, but we had to pass a bit earlier for them. We had to take some priest, which I never loved to do as Darklings. Loki, stop. I'm almost done. Wow, engineers took a lot of spades this game, but yeah, it just didn't matter. It was still good for them. Never needed to take coins actions because there were just so many coins on the pass. Although speaking of coins on the pass, right? Like I really struggled to get coins on the pass. Most of these are from trading posts, right? Like how did I only get 18 coins of income this game? Like very painful. Very painful. Still did collect the most coins by a long shot, but I needed a lot of coins for everything I did. But oh well, it was good stuff. Power gain via structures. I had good leech at least. Everybody actually had decent leech. I hit the rounds pretty well. Engineers hit them very well. Still got points off water 1 at least. But yeah, not taking earth 1. These guys with earth 1, water 1 were good. Did hit the bonus cards okay-ish at least. But 26 points of digs is fine. It's not great. Fakir's only did 6 flights. That's low. And again, they got so few of those flights with their landscape coins. That's just very inefficient compared to what it could be. But oh well. Nice job, CM, done with the start spots, but that's okay. Alright, well, anyhow, it's an interesting game. Thanks all for watching. It was a fun one. Zorus is streaming an interesting game, I believe. We're going to go actually raid him because I'm finally remembered that I should do that sometimes. Loki, wait up. We're gonna have dinner in a sec. It was a super long stream, longer than I wanted to, buddy. None of us are happy. Anyhow, that was another tough 4th, but this happens. Super slog game. Not ideal, but slightly under 3 hours. We finished this nonsense. Now, if you still want more Terra Mystica content, we'll go watch Zorus. I think he's practicing for Revised Base, which is coming this weekend. I should be streaming again, maybe tomorrow. Otherwise, I will stream on... I'm going to wind up streaming on Thursday, hopefully with that kind of teammate idea, possibly with NerdCube, so that'll be fun. And we'll see other things. Maybe I'll keep doing some Lakes games with this account. Maybe we'll actually be able to get a win. Given that I lost this by only 8 and practically everything terrible could have happened did, I don't feel too bad. The game plan was definitely to get early coins actions and or early coins pass tiles, and my inability to do those things is largely, I think, what doomed me. Again, an earlier temple for Air 1 is so many points. So, oh well. Anyhow, see y'all around. We're going to try to raid Zorus. Assuming I did that correctly, we will be raiding him in about 10 seconds or so. So we'll gather up and go give him some love. Go hopefully see a game that's somewhat on track. We are raiding. We'll go ahead and do that. Thanks again all for watching, and we'll see you around. We'll have some fun.
This Friday, Mortal Kombat has begun.
Name's Jax.
Sonia.
Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
Get over here!
Mortal Kombat in theaters and on HBO Max this Friday. Rated R.
Engie game, which looks like it's turning alright, because Swarmy's decided to go to